Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Right, so what we're going to do, before we get into like the main campaign, just as a bit of to provide a bit of context and backstory and theme and just let people get used to their characters, we're going to do some cheeky little, sorry, I'm being distracted by Moose, like intro and backstory sessions. So essentially, we're going to do Sky's first. In Sky's game, you've got just little sneaky character players that I'll allocate to each of you, which I shall do now as we're talking. Oh, Moose, please don't break my arm. So, haste can control this one. Save. So as I assign your temporary characters just for this one, they should pop up in your journal. Good boy, Moose. I think I made enough for everybody.
Does Moose want to go out?
He's getting pats. Westy. So yeah, this would be a good opportunity to learn how to use Roll20 as well.
Do you want to go outside?
Where are we up to? Liam, Futha, Eve, and Jacob. Right, and when I drag you over onto the next map, you'll see what we're looking at. But everyone should have characters unlocked. So you should now see Sky intro mission in your journal. Everyone see that?
Mm-hmm.
And you should have a character. Just a nice, simple, level 1 dumb dog character.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, have a look-see while I wait for Sky to get back. She's just taking Moose outside. Yes, we're good. Okay, and let me drag you across to...
Things changing.
Sky's
Yep.
back.
So I'm dragging you across. So when I drag you over to new pages, it'll sometimes take a while to load in, depending on your internet access.
Ooh, I hear things.
You hear things?
Yes.
Right, so this is the continent of Neolath, where the game will be played. So today's session is taking part somewhere.
There we go.
Hopefully everyone can see it.
That's what I want.
Somewhere within the the area known as the Crawling Sands, which is this desert region right about here. Right, so Sky.
Yes.
A week ago, you were surrounded by the beautiful rolling plains of Elysium. The golden light just constantly shining down, its warmth and comfort, the crystal clear air invigorating you with every breath. All your life, you've just known that this is your role. All your life, you've been training for battle. And finally, you got the call to step through the celestial gate into the prime material plane, into the world of the mortal races. Your training sergeants believe that you and your squad are ready to be put to the test, to graduate to the fully fledged Knights of the Shining Legion, the personal army of the war god Ares. Ares, denouncing his fellow gods and their massacre of the mortals, has deployed his forces across the world. The legions launching counterattacks onto the Celestials and bringing them and their followers down wherever they can be found. And that's how you ended up here, trudging through the scorching desert of Crawling Sands. Just the air just thick with dust and smoke from distant battlefields. So your mission here on this sad state of the world is to strike a suspected temple hidden deep within the constantly shifting dunes of this blasted landscape. The more lightly armored scouts of your squad have reported back to you that they found the temple. An estimated 8 to 10 human worshippers inhabit it, a paltry force that couldn't stand to hope against the strength of the Aasimar. So with one last glance at the amulet of Ares hanging around your neck, and a quick prayer as you tuck the amulet away, you slowly approach your target, crawling above the cliffs overlooking the temple ruin. And I shall drag you all across. You should be able to see yourselves once it loads in, down here. And hopefully for everyone, the dynamic line of sight should be working. So,
Yep.
Giant black pillars.
Yep, you should be able to see essentially where there's walls or cliffs or obstructions stopping you from being able to see places. When we're on the battlefield map as well, don't move yourselves too quickly because moving somewhere might trigger something. Might have moved onto a trap or within line of sight of some enemies or whatever. Happy with
See
that?
some floating letters behind that pillar.
Yes, suspicious floating letters.
Who were the scouts again? We had a couple of scouts, I'm pretty
Right,
sure.
so in your 7-person section, we have 3 scouts, being Idala, Azor, and Passage. They're the more lightly armored. And then you have your heavier armored
Ida,
infantry,
Passage.
being the 3 of you up the back. We've got Ater, the constantly drunken Zabina, and Thamash. And then yourself, obviously, as the team leader in the center here. You run and see and able to move your characters.
I'm gonna butcher this so badly for you guys.
Scouted and I see people.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say. Do we want to do a scout around?
So yeah, it's over to you, Phaedra, to control what your section is doing. But looking down below you, you're currently perched atop a series of cliffs, and you've snuck up on your guts, staying low to keep out of sight. And your lead scout reports that there's a couple of spotters out the front, resting in the shade of some of the tall obelisks that are scattered through this old temple structure. The rest of the structure seems to be mostly encompassed of half tumbled down walls. There's an old dried fountain in the middle, and the scouts report that there's a large statue that seems to be the center of worship for all these cultists. So,
okay, because I can see myself. I can see a couple here. Were they aggressive? Who keeps moving the screen around?
sorry, me. That was me.
There's only one person that can do that.
Yeah, it's only one that can do that. Sorry. So yeah, so you're currently approaching from the southeast.
And what was it? It was the mission was to destroy, wasn't it?
Yeah. So your mission is to wipe out the worshippers who have been conducting some sort of sacrifices, worships to this small desert god.
Okay. Who's the best scout to scope around to see what they're actually praying to and who the god is, I guess, just to get some info. I don't know.
Oh, are you talking to us now?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm a fighter.
You're a fighter? So who were the...
I'm also a heavy hitter.
Troy, you were the scout, weren't you? Were you...
Apparently.
We're-
Oh no, I can't see any stats for me, so I have no idea who I am.
Yeah, just a bit lucky.
Who's your character, Troy?
Azor.
Azor's disappeared. Or am I on top of him?
No,
I'm
Azor's just here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You got a +3 for your stealth, Troy. So, for everyone, if you haven't used it before, if you hold shift and double click on your token, it'll bring up your character sheet. To minimize your character sheet, you can just double click on the top near your name, and that'll just shrink it down to a little see-through box. So that way you don't need to close and reopen your character sheet every time.
Problem is it's not bringing up my character sheet. I did have a pop-up warning before, which I then allowed, but then it won't actually load a new window.
So you shouldn't have to bring it up into a separate window. You
Well,
can
that's
just
just
bring
what
it
I
up.
wanted to do, for some reason.
Strange.
You can also go.
I'm going to break everything and refresh my screen.
Yeah, that's fine. Just quickly refresh.
So
then
who
just
else
drop out
was
and
the
back in.
scout then?
In.
Sorry?
Yeah, I was not the only one.
So yeah, so Passage, who they're fairly stealthy. They're controlled by Luke, and Idala is the other scout in your team,
Okay.
who's controlled by
Brooker.
Brooker.
Okay.
So what would
I
you
have
like
it
to do
now.
today?
It works.
Is it worth it to... Okay, I'm going to send a scout up this way to sort of see if there's any traps and stuff, and I guess I'll send a scout this way. I feel so bad because I'm playing with you guys.
Yay!
Alright, so who wants to go up north and who wants to go west? Someone's...
Well, that was Brooker's voice
Okay.
trying to get through. Brooker, you may need to cancel your video. Your voice is coming through very scratchy. So these cliffs range between 10 feet tall and 20 feet tall at their highest.
Yep. Okay.
So you imagine you can climb up them, but they are maybe a little bit of a challenge to climb up in certain places.
I will go west.
Luke's
So
going
go
west.
north.
I've heard life is peaceful there.
They look
So
like
yeah,
they want a hug.
As you start approaching, currently you're staying low at the top of the cliffs, and the two cultists or two worshippers were just resting in the shade. They don't particularly look like they're paying too much attention, but you do see them every so often kind of stand up and dust themselves off and have a bit of a look around, and they're clearly on the watch for something or any sort of movement.
Do we have like any way of messaging, or is just scout and come back and
You got
report?
hand signals.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so as you approach the front, looking down on the cliff, staying fairly low, you can see, yeah, there's two cultists.
Stop
At the front.
moving it. I
Never.
can see it. The whole screen. Okay. So
I'm going to hand signal back like there's two cultists.
so down there. Okay. But we can pretty much see that from here as well, can't we?
Yeah, if you start to get closer up to the cliff edge.
As such, likes to point out the obvious.
Alright.
See two more
See two more.
up to the north.
Is my vision meant to be really that good because I can see 5?
Depends where you're standing, I think.
Yeah, it all depends where you're standing. So right now you've got
Okay.
overwatch into most of the temple. So
Sweet.
there's these half tumbled down walls that are blocking a lot of line of sight into the ruined temple complex itself. But you've got fairly decent line of sight from the cliff tops.
Alright. Is this like a drop off as well? Like these areas into the temple? Oh, hang on.
He died.
Bryce, you died. We can't hear you.
The DM is dead. Long live the DM.
We're back.
Yes, now you are.
Where'd I drop off?
I don't know.
Is this some kind of structure, or is that like the entrance? Like
Yeah, so you can see these surrounding walls.
Oh, your video's not working, that's why. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so these surrounding walls, it just drops off slightly, maybe a couple of feet down, where most of the sand has been kept out of the temple complex. This is a set of stairs that it looks like this used to be quite a well-established building, but you know, over the last few years, it looks like it's been tumbled down and smashed up by the weather. These cultists seem to have been trying to keep some of the sand out the center of the temple, but it's pretty well trashed.
What's trashed? Sorry.
The temple building itself.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, it's not much of a building left. It's completely ruined.
Alright, so the majority of the people are up north, as from what I can tell from my position. So, do we want to...
You're the
Cut-
boss. You make the call.
I know, I'm just trying to process it in my head too. Cut these guys off first, and then slowly approach, and maybe have the
Azor.
scouts.
I'll get you to roll a stealth check if you're closing up that close.
Alright.
As the ever so sneaky Azor just constantly drifting off closer and closer to them. You
Slightly
just got that
curious.
bloodlust going. Just the curiosity always gets her.
That one.
Oh boy.
So, Phaedra, as you're looking around, turning around to like give some field signals back towards Tamash and Idala, starting to get them into flanking positions.
Yeah.
Suddenly you hear a tumble down of rock and masonry, and you look back to the north as Azor is had been just carefully trying to climb up and over some rubble and peek through the wall, as half the walls just come crashing down just in front of her, and you hear cries of alarm coming from a bunch of the worshippers inside, and I'll get everyone to roll initiative. Now, the way we roll initiative is you first have to
Oh, yeah.
click on your token. So you've selected your token, and then you roll initiative.
I
If
almost
you don't do
forgot-
that, it won't populate into the initiative tracker.
Oh, come on.
And only click it once.
Wait, do you roll just a d20 once you click your character?
No, so
So
there's-
on your character sheet, you should see the initiative word. If you click that, it'll come and roll initiative for you. Just make sure you select your token first, otherwise it won't register.
rolled twice, but I had to click on the token. Forgot about
Yeah.
the roll.
So yeah, make sure you select your token first. Alright, let me just roll some inits. Alright, we'll just work the cultists in 2 separate groups. Just label these bad boys. As you hear the cries of alarm as the 2 cultists at the front appear to be more switched on than the ones up the back.
There's 6 up here.
And we're into it. So, first up are the 2 cultists that were standing watch. It appears that they may have looked like they were slacking off, but they're actually appear to be fairly switched on. And as they hear the crunching noise, one of them rushes around the corner, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and sees Azor and calls out a cry of alarm, alerting the rest of the cultists that someone is doing a sneaky peeky. And they're going to continue rushing towards here. This cultist here is going to duck in behind one of the pillars and just he's going to do a perception check to try to see what else he can see. Wisdom.
Yeah, right. So I kind of dropped out there for a sec. How do you roll for initiative?
So select your token. So click on your token.
Yep.
And then you click the initiative button. That way it'll populate it into the turn order.
I'm retarded.
Which one is your token?
This one down here next to Tharmash.
So your Idla or your
Yep.
Thamash? Your Idla.
Idla.
Yeah, so
Oh,
select
yeah.
your token and then open up your character sheet and click initiative. And that should roll.
No, don't do that. What the
Oh, no, you killed your token.
I've
go
got
me.
a. Yep. Okay. Should have
That's
freaking
not
done the
working.
divine sense.
Are you winning, Brooker?
Nope, I am not winning.
So are you seeing on your character sheet the initiative
So on the page itself, the map.
on your character sheet?
Yeah.
So you select your token and you should just be able to click initiative and it should roll for you.
Oh, on the word. Yep, that helps.
Yeah, it'll highlight when you mouse over it. There we go.
I got a 1 anyway.
Oh.
Perfect. Right, so next up in initiative order is Zabina.
That's me. Cool. So I'm just gonna move up 30 feet. So like 5.
Yep, so each box is 5 feet. Or you can use the measuring tool to measure your way along as well.
That's about 30 feet there. From there, I guess all I can do is hold my action. I've got
You can dash in if you want. If you want
Oh,
to
true. Actually, yeah.
dash as your
dash.
action.
So
Zabina seems like a kind of fellow that likes to charge in to battle.
then yeah, I just chill there.
Okay, Azor, up to you. As Zabina just comes charging down through the rubble, just shoulder barging his way through half a wall as it collapses as he rushes past.
Let's put a longbow shot into this sucker.
Oh, lovely.
Have the other cultists noticed him yet?
Most certainly.
Yeah.
With a 7 on his
Yeah.
stealth
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Am I a him or a her, or am I undefined?
You decide.
Or am I undefined?
You do you, boo. That's the 15. Yep, that hits for 7 points of piercing damage. As he comes rush around the corner, straight into a longbow shot, straight into the middle of his chest. See him just cough up the lump of just like frothy blood out of one of his lungs, which is clearly pierced.
Excellent.
He's a little bit upset by that, but he's still standing as he's kind of wavering on his feet, looking over his shoulder as this just behemoth is just charging down the hill with his axe at hand.
He'd be doomed.
Any move, Troy?
Can I move as well, can I?
Yep, so you've always got an action, movement, and bonus action. So
Excellent.
you can move up to 30 feet, I believe.
20. I'll just go hide behind this rock over here.
Beautiful. You just duck aside and hide amongst the rocks. Passage, over to you.
Actually, I'll take a longbow shot at this one.
Oh yeah, as you pop up from the top of the cliffs, make your attack. Do it at advantage because you're elevated. So hopefully everyone will see as you make your attack. when you click it, it should pop up, prompting you whether you want to have disadvantage or advantage.
Well, we always want to have advantage. Is what you let us.
Whether you're
to
allowed
worry.
to have it, should I say. Oh, lovely. So you see Passat just pops up and this cultist is like half tucked in behind the pillar, and his arrow just goes straight through his collar, down in, clean through his heart. It just drops without a sound, dead on the ground.
Cool.
Any more movement?
I shall attempt to slide down this little cliff.
Ooh, give me an athletics. Give me a dexterity. No, give me an athletics check if you want to try to slide down under control.
Yeah. Get rid of that old screen. Athletics check.
Yep. So you should be able to just click the word athletics.
So
Oof. Very athletic. As you give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's happening. It started.
As you go to start
Oh,
sliding
boy.
down, you start sliding down under control. You're like, "Fuck here! I just murdered this guy. He's dead." Go to slide down on your half on your butt, half on your feet, as some of the rocks that you thought were fairly stable were not stable at all, and just with this tumble of rocks and rubble, you just crash down onto the ground, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone on
Jesus.
the ground. Yeah,
Wait,
roll nice and
prone's good. Don't worry. They won't be able to hit you with arrows now.
high. Yeah. But you've only used half your movement, so if you want, you can spend the other half your movement to stand back up and dust yourself off.
I'm going to attempt to dust myself off like no one's seen anything. Like hiding the pain of my wounds.
Lovely. Right, if you're standing up, there you go. Okay, it's over to the cultists. So seeing, or hearing the battle and seeing us all through the gap, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, they're all going to start, a few of them are going to start rushing out through some of these gaps.
Okay, so
Wait, Westy, how good is it that we can't see anything that's going
Yeah, they're all having this cool ass battle.
on? You and I are just playing cards back here, mate.
Actually, this one is going to dash and leg it out there. This one's going to dash, leg it out there, trying to help their compatriot. Right, over to Thamash.
Alright, so I'm just gonna rush in because I can't see anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll just dash in to get there. Is that it?
Yep.
Sick,
That'd
that's
be-
my turn.
Beautiful, but you're in the battle now. Phaedra, finally over to the boss lady.
okay, 5, 10. Hang on, how long is my javelin reach?
It should tell you.
So there's a minimum range and then a maximum range. If you're
Yeah.
shooting under the minimum or over the maximum, it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think 30 feet is the standard range for a javelin.
Javelins are pretty good. Longbows are like 150. It says it on there, like 150 out to 600.
Oh, it doesn't really show it on.
When you roll, it'll come up.
Okay.
Actually, you can look at it if you click on the little cog next to
Oh,
it.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, there it
Tells you
is.
there.
Alright, okay,
Yeah,
so
30 and
120.
120.
Alright.
Yeah.
5, 10.
How's the music level for everyone? Can anyone hear that? Not too
yeah,
loud?
it's good. Yeah, it's good, just background.
Okay, I'm gonna
Audio's
go
fucked anyway.
here and take out one of the javelins, and can I see him through there? Is that a gap?
He'll have half cover or 3/4 cover from where you are right now.
I can get this guy though.
Yes, but you'll be at disadvantage because it's beyond your normal range.
Okay.
But you can take the roll. Do it.
Screw
Hit him.
that. Oh, that was 20. I'm going up here. Oh god, I hate this mixing up. And I'm gonna just smash him with this guy. Hang on, is
This
that
guy
an
here?
advantage? Can I get advantage?
Nah, not from where you are because he's kind of backed in with
So I was
his
here.
buddies.
Wasn't I? Or here?
Because if you miss him, you'll hit the one behind
10,
him.
15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so...
Yeah, I'll say you can get one more. You got one more box, I'm pretty sure. You can
Yeah?
flank around behind. Yeah.
Alright, and... I'll do this.
Yep, so that'll be an advantage because you're flanking with Zabina.
There you go.
Oh, hell yeah. So you duck around in behind. He manages to bring up some of his kind of armored shoulder last second and deflect some of it, but you managed to get still a decent chunk ripped out of the back of his shoulder as he's starting to look around, realizing they're under heavy attack than what he thought. That's the end of your turn.
Yep, I don't think I get second. I don't have bonuses actions. No. I'm good.
Where's that coming from? My speakers.
Ah,
That's where
yes.
it's coming from. There we go. So I'm just adjusting my volume
That's
as
one
well. a wee bit.
action.
Okay, perfect. Over to Idola.
That's me. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna pull out around this corner, see what the fuck's going on. That's obviously 5 feet. And then from there, I'll use the rest of my movement to push up to this cliffside. I'm guessing this is a cliffside.
Which
Whereabouts?
is
spot?
Give me a ping.
Why is that not working? There we go, there.
Yep.
So a little bit of cliff top there.
Cool. I'm gonna just push up to there. Oh my god, that's what's going on. Okay. How much can I see over to here? Can I see everything that's going on over here, or is that?
Yep. Yeah, you got clear
So-
line of sight on that guy.
So as long as I see it, I can do it, right?
Yep. Yeah. Dynamic lighting is nice and handy for this, so you
Okay,
can actually
cool.
see what you can see.
All right. Well, using the sliver of my gap here, I'm going to have to wait.
He'll get that one there. Will get half cover just because
Okay.
you can literally see
Yeah.
half of him.
I'll say
That one there, you've got full shot on if you wanted to take that one who's out in the
Oh,
open.
it's all at disadvantage at this point. I'm pretty sure with the heavy crossbow. Yeah, it's range.
No,
of 100.
that's easy within reach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's within the minimum. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
easy.
How do I do this again? I just click here.
Yep, straight roll.
Click here. Normal roll. That one. Why did it cast a cantrip? Ignore the cantrip.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
light.
no, I think
Ah,
you're looking
there
at
it
it.
is.
Yeah.
Mucking around with things earlier. Sorry.
Yeah.
Done. So you just kind of slide to a halt, bump up behind that pillar, and just over the top of all this melee going on here, just put a crossbow bolt straight through this cultist's eye, and he just drops like a bag of shit. Dead.
Yes. And that's my turn.
Done. It's back to the first cultist, one of which is dead with an arrow through the heart. This guy here looking pretty upset with himself.
That's 20.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, that's a nat.
Yeah. He's proper dead. So you see him, he's like looking over his shoulder as Phaedra's just taking a chunk out of the back of his shoulder armor. And as he looks back, just with your battle axe, just one-handed, just boom, clean through his neck. Zero resistance. As he just spurt of blood sprays all over you, and Phaedra combined, and he just slumps down to the ground with his head rolling off into the dust.
Too easy. Well, bonus
And
action.
It's interesting as you see this like huge spray of blood just drifting across the sand and across you as well. It almost seems to dry and crumble into dust, and as you watch, it almost like vibrates and shifts and collates into the sand. It's
What?
weird.
The person, the cultist.
The blood that's pouring out of this cultist, and
Okay.
you see it almost seem to get absorbed and dried and turn to dust as you watch.
So Thamash. No, hang on. Who was that? Idola saw that.
No.
Sabina.
Thamash.
Sabina.
Zabina.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting
Yeah,
confused.
my character's drunk. You can't trust me, I'm drunk. I'm gonna turn to the guy next to me and be like, "You're next, cunt."
You see him just looks to the dude that you just beheaded and his mate who's just run off, and you see his eyes just starting to go wide. And you see one hand like clasped to his chest as he seems to be holding a pendulum amulet kind of thing around his neck, and he starts muttering something under his breath.
And my turn of that.
Azor, over to you.
I have to think about doing things again. It's been chilling out.
Gotta get Bryce's face up. There we go. That makes things a lot more
Hello.
intimate. It's a bit too intimate, I think.
Very
Cool.
intimate.
This dude with a longbow.
Yeah, that guy? Do it.
Do it.
Oh, yep, that'll do it. He just takes the longbow as Zabina's just turning. You see this guy just like looking around madly, and the longbow shot just plunges straight into the middle of his forehead, just punching through his skull, just rocking his head back, and the arrow just passes clean throughout the other side, thunking into the stone brickwork here.
Should we
And,
have made just all archers? This is working great.
And Zabina, now that you're watching for it, you see that same spray of blood just splattered out where the longbow arrow had just thudded into the wall. And you see the blood start to drip off the longbow, and even before it hits the ground, it just seems to scatter into dust particles and just shift into the sand, being just sucked up by the earth.
Would I have noticed that as well, being opposite?
Yeah, looking around, you can probably...
Like, at least the
probably
guy
notice
in
that.
front of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As well as moving over there, over to Passage.
I'm going to dust myself off, and as I do that, I'm going to sneakily touch myself.
Bump in a little bit of healing. I like it.
And then four number of d4s are equal to your proficiency bonus. So 2 d4s.
Yeah.
Ah.
Beautiful. So you take some healing. So for those guys who haven't used this before, to heal yourself, all you need to do is click your token, and you'll see the middle number above your heads. You can just click on that, and just hit plus. In this case, plus 6
99999.
to heal up. Not 9999999.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to, up to this wall here, sneakily take up position. Yeah.
Roger. Alright, well these cultists are both whacked. Thamash, over to you.
That's you, buddy.
That's you, buddy.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Pamash. Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yep. I'll go chasing this guy. Am I able to cross that? Is that like a wall or some shit?
Yep, there's a wall here, but there's a gap through the wall there. You can muscle your way through.
That I can muscle my way through. All right. I'll
Yep.
charge in
Big
through
boy.
that gap. So I'll just. Oh, can I? Oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, I can.
I'll
get
help
in
you.
there.
There you go.
Got it. And I'll whack him with
Hell yeah,
my
whack.
thing.
So yeah, see this guy, he's slumped up against the wall with just blood pouring down from this chest wound, with his arrows just plunged into his breastplate. There's him muttering to himself some sort of prayer under his breath. Swing away. Oh yeah, boy.
Nice.
And I do this with a very big smile on my face as I cornered him.
Hell yeah, just this grinning beast comes around and just almost casually just backhand axe swing and just chops clean through his leg as just this severed leg just starts spraying blood all over the sand. And it just, once again, you're up close and personal here and you see that spurt of blood just instantly turn into dried brownish red dust and just vibrate and build in with the rest of it. And you feel you're not sure whether it's just your heart rate getting up there as you're just enjoying the thrill of the battle, but you almost feel like the ground shivers slightly under your feet.
That's whack.
Any more movement? Probably got another 10 feet of movement if you want.
No, I'll just stay there.
Roger, Phaedra, over to you.
Taking note of that blood stuff, can I chuck in one of these? Hang on, no, I pressed the wrong button. One of these.
That says your action, correct? Yep,
Yeah.
as an action. Until the next you know the location. Yes, absolutely. So you reach up and clasp your hand around your amulet around your neck, and it just pulses with just extreme heat, and you feel just a huge presence coming from within the temple, and you look up and you can see this statue standing tall over this
Okay,
thing.
yep.
And as you look at it, this is the first time you've really had a good look. You can see this huge figure carved out of stone with a massive mace in one hand and a shield in the other. And then you look closer and you can see splayed across its chest is a desiccated corpse of what looks like a fairly small, maybe halfling or dwarf. The whole skin just is cracked and dried, and they look like they've been just dried out in the desert sun for a while.
Okay, does it register as evil or good?
Very much celestial. You also get faint hints of celestial blood from your fellow party members, but you're used to that.
Yeah. Okay.
We're all on the same side. Fantastic. I too welcome our giant stone overlord.
Do we see anything familiar with the in the bodies, like any armor, like recognition?
What are you looking for in particular?
I don't know, like looking over the armor for any signs or sigils or anything that.
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
religion check?
Oh, come on. I'm good at religion too.
No, so you notice that they each have like a matching amulet around their neck, and it's a symbol of a. It looks like a desiccated corpse pinned out in a cross, but you don't. That doesn't kind of strike you as a god that you know of.
Yeah. All right. Cool. With that, then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm pretty sure I can walk over here. Oh, wrong button! Goddamn Bryce, how do I do this? Sorry, I'm still getting used to it. Okay. Yeah.
Pointy key.
Get there.
Get in his face.
You going in there?
Yep.
Yep, you can make it in
And-
through there.
I think it was there.
Oh god, that's gonna make it giant, isn't it? Oh no, that's right.
What
A
is
little bit
that?
big, but that's fine.
Oh, I can see more things. Okay.
That's right. They're a little bit giant, but that's fine. So as you rush in, you can see just pretty much bound and gagged, lent up against the side of this dried fountain. You can see what looks like 2 small dwarven children, and just looking at them, they've clearly been left out in the burning desert heat for at least a week. Their whole skin is just red and blistered and cracked. The sand is like gathered in at the corners of their mouths and eyes. As you can see, they've been just beaten and left out in the sun. They're barely living by the look of it.
Okay. Well, I can't do much more because that was all my actions. So.
Yep. Over to Idla.
Cool. I'm going to. Let's see up to. I'm going to move up there and hide behind whatever this rock is. Just going to walk there for now.
Yep. And I'm just going to get Freya inside 1 second. Not this guy's getting her. Yeah, go fetch the papa.
Sweet, because I had no idea what the hell's going on up here. I'll perch up behind this rock. Behind this rock, is this like is this super tall, or am I, because of everything I'm able to see?
You can just see over the top of it. Yeah, so it's
okay,
kind of it's a lump of rubble that seems to have fallen in, but it's about 4.5, 5 feet tall, so you can get some cover
Alright, cool.
hiding behind it.
Alright, cool. So using the cover, I guess I'll shoot another arrow at something I can see.
Go for it.
I'll shoot the one next to Phaedra to give her a bit of a better fighting chance. Oh wait, click on myself, correct? Sorry.
That's right. That's why we're running this intro mission, just to kind of get used to how everything works.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that? 11 to hit.
11 to hit. 12
Just misses. So as you come over the top and take the shot, they manage to just narrowly duck aside as the crossbow bolt goes skidding off across the rocks and rubble of this fallen temple.
Cool. And yeah, using my my bonus, I obviously prop up as best as I can to get whatever cover I can.
Oh, whoops, I think I deleted the other... That's right, these cultists can take their turn. I deleted the other cultists by accident. That's fine. Alright, so that's the end of your turn. Over to the cultists. So, what do we got? Dead. A lot of dead. Alright, this one here is going to take a swing at Phaedra.
Yep.
With his scimitar. 13?
Nope.
Misses?
Yep.
So yeah, so you just casually just bat this swipe aside and just push the cultist back as he stumbles back towards the fountain. This one here, you see him looking around madly, and he rushes up towards one of the children and just grabs him by the neck, holds him up in the air, and just slashes across the front of them with his scimitar.
Oh.
Jesus!
Wow. Okay.
4 cuts there for a week, and now he's just
Oh.
going to attack them?
Child murder in our first episode.
What is this?
Need an audience, mate.
But as you see this kid just struggling with their hands bound behind their back, and the blood just sprays across. As it hits the ground, it just turns to that same reddish mist, and just the ground starts to shake and vibrate and shudder. And you see the statue behind him. Its whole skin starts to cracks start to form as this glowing, burning light starts to erupt from the cracks in between. And then this cultist here is going to charge in and attack Phaedra as well.
Okay.
Phaedra,
Yes.
with
That's
your
definitely a miss.
Yeah.
yeah, get wrecked.
Yes.
With your religion check, is she able to perceive what's going on with that, or is that just sorry, not with her religion, with her divine sense? Is she perceiving what's going on with the
Because it's
statue?
So as you'll see this statue cracking open, you definitely realize that this is quite a powerful divine creature that is erupting onto the battlefield.
Right. So okay,
Get the statue.
some sort of sweet. Okay. All right. Yep. No problem. Moving on.
And I think that's the only surviving one here. In which case, you see the
Oh,
rest
what
of
the
the
shit?
stone fall away, and these two wings just cleave their way free as this massive celestial creature erupts onto the field.
Is this like a brother to our worshipper god?
Hold
Celestial.
on a second.
Diva.
It'll be ain't faster than me.
As you see, the cultists look over their shoulder, and they just drop down to their knees, kind of just in holy worship towards this being as it steps down off of its pedestal, coming towards you. Zabina,
Kill him.
Zabina, over to you.
So easy. So I just want to confirm. I'll move it back if I can't. But can I reach? So, like, can I climb this part here, or is that?
Give me a ping.
Oh, you can't see where I've drawn my ping. How do you ping?
Just click and hold with your.
I'll say
controller.
like here.
Wait, have I given Tomo a character? Tomo, do you
Tomo's
have
not here at the moment.
No, he had to
Right.
bounce out. He
had to
got
jump
Jules
out.
really.
Oh, Tomo died. Got it.
Jules.
Oh,
They're like
yeah.
here.
Tomo missed the teleport.
Yeah, so just here, that's just, it's some sand that is just turning into, like, swept stone tiles.
So I can walk up that, no issues?
Yep, no issues.
Okay, cool. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Diva is swole.
30. Diva is swell. Holy shit, I just got up here.
Oh yeah. I could have probably yelled that out to you, mate. There's a swallow angel here.
There's a swole boy!
All Ren is here.
Old mate's praying on the ground right in front of me, right?
Yep, he's dropped to his knees.
Oh,
Cool.
we're
Can I
totally
just
executing
grab him
this
like
motherfucker.
by the head and just swing my axe into his neck?
Absolutely, roll an advantage.
Sorry, I gotta bring it up.
Yeah. It's people like me who are shooting arrows who do not shoot at people lying on the ground.
Cool. 12, so I guess I missed.
Nope, that just hits. And you see him, as you just reach up by his head, you almost miss because you're not expecting just the lack of resistance. He looks up at you. Goes,
Oh no, they want the blood.
Diva rises. Embrace the desiccated one. Take my life essence. And he just slammed this axe into the side of his collarbone, and just he gurgles and his blood sprays out, turning to just desiccated mist around you. But he's still kicking as just this blood is gurgling out down his chest.
And then with that, I'll just throw his head at the ground, like as in like just to drop him.
Done.
Look,
As
not
he's just
fighting.
on the ground, just blood leaking into the tiles around him. And you see him, he's still muttering, "Desiccated one, take my essence." Out through just the bubbling blood coming out from between his teeth. Azor.
Do not kill. Injure? Knock him out. Knock him out.
Is the essence just protein powder?
Maybe protein powder. A little bit of creatine in there for good luck.
Okay.
A lot of creatine, but looks at Demon.
A lot of creatine, he's pretty freaking swole.
He's maintaining water in his muscle.
Right. Well, in terms of knocking them out, I have arrows or a sword.
Use the blunt of the oh wait.
Oh. Fire the arrow backwards. Oh.
Alright. I'm taking some last minute advice from Phaedra, so I can see her. What do you want me to do? Shoot the one near you, or I'm going to go up and shoot this friggin' other thing?
Remember they're on their knees, so shooting they're gonna have to sit there.
Nah, because
I've
Is
got
this
a
one
They're not like
looking-
laying prone.
You're such a
hiding.
nice DM.
Okay,
No, I'm a sensible DM.
this,
It's like if you're there's a difference between like laying prone behind some cover or like
Yeah.
literally on
No,
your
you're
knees,
right.
just like waiting for it to come.
You're
Um,
right. You're right. Such a sensible.
does this one look like it's gonna go after the other kid first?
This one here, give me just a
Oh,
what-
it's not my turn
It's
though.
not a turn. What?
give me just a quick just snap insight check.
Me?
It doesn't take your action.
Or just
Yeah.
everyone?
Nah, you're the leader.
Where's my...
I was waiting
Insight,
for
there we
Friday,
are.
'cause last time I didn't wait and I crumbled things.
Oh, yeah, fuck. No. Roll 20's
He's
not
looking
like
around and it's hard to tell what he's thinking in the middle of the battle as you're trying to glance past this other one.
Go for Diva for now, I think.
Done deal.
You got range as well, so you'll be able to get up.
To get down here. I can jump down there.
Yep, easy. Over the corpse.
And
And
I'll
you
put
notice
the
as you
arrow.
jump over this corpse that was bleeding out in the sand, it looks like he's been laying this desert heat for at least a day. Like his whole skin is just now just turning mummified. As the moisture seems to be just wicked out of him into the dust.
Got it, we're in June.
We're in June, yep. He needs a still suit.
There goes.
Is that on Diva? Is it?
Was that a 15 to hit?
It
Yeah.
looks like it.
You see the arrow goes flying true straight at this creature's chest and just shatters against his skin, not quite penetrating.
Okay.
You see just
Lame.
the barest of little scratches as the arrow has made impact, but the arrow just shatters on his sweet, sweet peck.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm pressing things as well. I couldn't remember what the drop down was to...
That's fun. Which appears to have drawn the attention of
What?
this celestial being.
Hey,
What, the arrow or the light? I didn't mean to do the light.
The arrow.
Ignore the light. Ignore the light.
You see him just almost casually step down, his eyes just glowing like the desert sands. As he approaches closer and closer to you, Azor, you just feel the heat
Oh god.
building around as this being just towering over the top of you.
Oh god. Phaedra.
You had a longbow, you didn't have to get close.
That's not me. That's not me.
Okay.
As you see this mace just come up high above you, just crush down,
Jesus fuck.
just turning your entire spine into just paste for
Oh.
28 points of damage.
Oh.
As
Oh,
fuck.
you feel this giant
Phaedra.
mace impact into your body, and then just with this just surge of light and radiant heat, your whole body is just eviscerated, just sprayed, and that spray just turns into just a puff of dust as your whole body is just turned into nothingness and becomes one with the desert sand around you.
Does it
Tasty.
feed Diva?
What's
does,
that?
Does the blood
Wait,
feed Diva?
Who? Wait. That was Murky, right? Azor, right?
No, that's
No,
Troy.
that's Troy.
Oh, Troy.
that is me.
So does the blood do the same thing and go into him?
Yeah. Yeah. What happens with the blood? What do we perceive from Azor
So-
getting fucking destroyed?
So you see, yeah, as this just blood turns to just a spray of desert sand, and just see some of that desert sand like coalesce over the diva's skin, as is just this shining kind of golden hue just seems to surge around it, and his eyes just flash as Azor is just turned to liquid.
Do I know anything about...
Liquid
no,
or
hang on,
dust?
we
Make
don't
your
know his
mind up.
name.
Liquid that rapidly turns to dust. He takes his next step over.
Well followed.
I know. How many fucking attacks does he have?
Actually, he's still got some speed. Even better, you see him surge over the top of you and crash down in behind.
Has he got flight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
and takes his next swing at Thamash.
Jesus Christ!
I'll fucking take you all on.
Oh! Yeah, Thamash. You see this gigantic being just thunder down into the ground, just shaking the earth beneath your feet. Turn around, raising up your heavy armor, and this mace just comes crashing down, just like buckling your knees, almost collapsing underneath you. But your shield manages to hold.
Jesus, Thamash.
Badass. Pasach.
Yeah.
Sorry, yep, go Phaedra.
I was gonna say, is that statue still there, or did he crumble?
Nope.
Okay, so that's gone.
He was seen to be sealed inside of that
Okay,
statue.
yeah, cool.
Passage, what you doing?
Having been hid behind a wall, I can finally see this thing. I'm going to shit myself.
Apparently.
And, take a little close range longbow pot shot.
You'll be at disadvantage because you're within his range. Unless you want to step back.
Yeah, I'm going to sneak around the other side of this pillar.
He's going to take a swing at you as you leave his space, though.
Of course he is.
Okay, maybe he's not so kind, DM.
14? Oh, just hits. So as you go to look around madly and take a step back, drawing your longbow arrow back, he just almost seems to like, you see his head just casually peek aside around this wall, and just backswing just slams you into this this obelisk right here, as he just shakes and shatters down on top of your now squished corpse.
So that radiant damage is ouch.
Big boy ouchie. I mean, because you guys take half damage from radiant damage, but that's still enough to smush you.
Yeah. Fuck.
Phaedra!
Fucking, I'd say scatter, but
Scatter!
scatter.
Famash,
No longer
yeah,
a
he's
statue,
taken on
thank
Diva
you.
himself. Watch him go.
And yeah, so this pillar here is collapsed over the top of Passage.
What's this thing here? Sorry, I might have missed it earlier.
That's like a dried up fountain with a thin, tall spire in the middle of it.
Is the spire look broken or anything?
Not yet.
So yeah, for my turn, because he looks swole, I'm gonna assume that he doesn't train legs. So I'm gonna go attack the legs with my battle axe.
I think it's a sensible assumption. I mean, there's no picture of his legs right here, so they might be little sticks.
Yeah, they're definitely not. They're definitely.
Yeah, that's exactly how you imagine this divine being. Super fucking massive with little legs.
Things. Why would he be walking around like that?
True,
legs.
yeah.
True.
He's got wings, so yeah.
I'm happy with this logic. Fuck you.
Drinks
So
Red
take
Bull.
this swing, just cocking your battle axe back single-handed, and just slam it into one of his little thin legs, just desiccated legs drifting underneath him, and it just seemed to skate off of his skin, not managing to pierce his toughened hide. Almost like hitting a lump of like
Get out of
desiccated,
there!
it's dried.
Oh god.
He's non-moist. He's unmoistified.
Has he
leg.
already? He's already taken his reaction, hasn't he? From
Yeah,
Luke?
he's taken his reaction.
So Thamash can get
so I
out
can
of there.
just- Oh, I
If you want.
can. Fuck yeah. I will
Fall.
retreat. I'll retreat closer to these three. And just hang out with
I'm
them.
waiting for it.
Yeah.
Don't piss him off and then lead him to me.
Insult his legs and then out of there.
Worst part is he's just left me with the fucking thing.
Phaedra, over to you.
Okay, seeing this, I want to go over to the girl, so can I actually, like, these guys are kneeling, aren't they?
Yep.
Can I run over the top of him and try and, like, spud his face into the ground and knock him out on the stone
Hell
or
yeah,
something?
give me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics. With advantage. Yes!
Oh yeah, easy. You just pretty much put one boot into this dude's face and just slam his head back, just his head cracking open on the rocks behind him as he goes down onto his back.
And with that, I'm going to use the leverage of that to jump over to the girl and away from... And
Yep,
grab,
easy.
tuck, roll kind of thing.
Yep, easy. And you can essentially
Okay.
grab that small dwarven girl and drag her away if you want.
So, hang on. How much would the roll take me about here? Away from this guy?
Yeah, I'll say you can grab that kid and drag her away with you.
I can't grab the kid. I can't move it.
There you go.
Yep. Okay.
She's just because she's small. She's tiny. There you go. She's
Yep.
small. He's swole. She's small.
Okay, I see how tiny it is.
She's a little dwarven baby.
with that, seeing, I guess, all the death, I'm just gonna, like, shout, scatter. I don't even know where to regroup.
Right,
Yeah.
that it? Over to Idala.
Alright, during this moment, can I, have I perceived, sorry, can I ask, is this like a cave or a chasm, or is it like a...
Nah, so it looks like it used to be a full-blown
That's right,
temple,
it's a
which is now
temple.
just crumpled down, so it's just open
So
to
there's
the
no,
sky.
there's no ceiling, he can just fly the fuck out if he wants to.
Exactly.
Oh my lord, we are...
Which is why they're all sunburned.
Which is why they're all sunburned. Desiccated, some would say.
Yeah. Okay.
Not me though.
Unmoistened. No, you would never say it.
I'm dead,
Saying,
so I can't.
seeing that Phaedra has
Betrayed us all. Sent us to
gra-
our deaths.
yeah.
Oh, that cut's so deep. I
Seeing that she's trying to be courageous and grabbing the baby dwarf, I'm going to be super fucking heroic and just put myself in action with the dude and yell at Phaedra, "Get the fuck out of here! Take the fucking child!" And now I'm gonna swing with my, what have I got? It's gonna be like something gay, like a short sword, isn't it? Oh, it is a short sword. I'm gonna swing with my short sword and attempt to hit this guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Hopefully. Come on,
17.
please.
Come
Hell
on!
yeah. That'll hit.
Yes!
So with that cry, you just leap up, coming off a rock, and just jam this short sword into the hip joint of this celestial being, and just start reefing it down and trying to drag it through this just thick, strong flesh. And just see the this almost golden blood oozing out of the wound.
Noting that I've already used like pretty much all my actions there, I'm just gonna try and like keep him in combat with me as long as I can to let Phaedra escape.
I think he deserves inspiration for this. Come on.
Well, fuck
He's
that. You got the
sacrificing
kid.
himself.
We got one mission. You got the kid.
So you see this diva look down at you with just fury building in his eyes. He just, "You dare touch me, mortality."
Fuck you! And I spit at him.
Yeah. And you see the spit leaves your mouth, it just turns to froth and then dust before it even hits him. And you just realize, being this close to this being, your skin is just burning and cracking like you're in
Oh, I'm fucking so dead.
you
But
are so sunburnt.
live, Phaedra.
Definitely needs moisturizer. It's over to the cultists, and you see this one up the top here, as they were about to grab the next child. Look at you, Phaedra, is just look of rage and anger. "You dare take our sacrifices! Die, scum!" And just charges in towards
Shit.
you.
I shield the girl. Well, I'm like, yeah.
I'm going to give him advantage because you're like shielding the girl with your body.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that'll
20
hit.
does.
With
Yeah.
a 20 for 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
As you manage to cut through your armor as you just close your body around the small child and just hacks into the back of your arm. This next one that got knocked senseless, seeing Idala dare to take a swipe at his god, he's going to try to clamber to his feet. 10, 15.
I wish I had my wings now.
And this one here is going to attack. Let's go Thamash.
This guy's already damaged on Thamash, isn't he? He's like bleeding out almost, wasn't he?
This one here,
Good
yeah, he is not
fucking-
looking too great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this guy here is just pissing blood out all over the place into the sand, and just takes this like pathetic little swipe at you, Thamash. And you don't even bother blocking, you just stand there as it just skates across the armor on your chest.
What are you
And we're over
writing?
to Zabina.
Too easy. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I accidentally
Yes,
disconnected
yes.
earlier. I pressed the wrong button. Fuck. I didn't think they were going to attack us. I was just going to walk up to Dev. Fuck it. Yep. I'm going to take a swing at old mate. He just took a swing at Thamash. So.
Knock him out.
Yeah, I'll fucking.
Well,
I'll
he's
hit him
bleeding
with
out
my
anyway, so
fist.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, true. I'll just take a swing. Attack. Normal roll. Oh, natural 20.
Oh boy! You on this bad boy here?
And Idolo burns up as the second.
Yeah,
Where are you? Sorry.
yeah, on that guy. Yeah, the one you just pinged.
Oh yeah. So he's just taking this pathetic swipe against the mush, and you just what do you do to this poor little fella?
With that guy, I'm just gonna say, literally just the words pathetic, and then swing down and just like fucking from head down to like belly button, my great axe will go, and then from there just a foot on him and push him off of it.
Oh yeah, you see his whole body just open up like a banana, just almost split entirely in half. He's just callously just boot him back into the dust behind him, just
Too easy.
completely eviscerated.
And from that, I'm going to move myself between the cultist and Dev, so that way he can't attack my mate. I can't say his full name, so he's just Dev to me.
Yeah.
And I'm my turn there.
Roger. Azor is most certainly dead. It's the Diva's turn.
He got 3 attacks, didn't he? Oh no.
He definitely didn't appreciate Idola jamming a sword into his hip. So
Holding on for dear life.
he did not appreciate that. As you're just still holding onto this sword, and just this rage, just and blood-curdling anger. He just takes a swing with his huge mace at you, hanging off
that
his
one.
hip. And that one!
Oh,
Because you're just staying so close to him. He's this huge figure. He just takes his swing down and actually slams himself in the side of his little delicate knee.
Oh
'cause
yes.
He definitely doesn't do enough legs.
Wait,
And
does
you
he
see-
take his own bludgeoning?
Yeah, he takes his own bludgeoning.
Yes.
Yeah, you see this radiant damage that pours out of him. Doesn't seem to do very much to him. But yeah, you see he just rips this massive chunk of flesh open on his leg for 10 points of damage and 5 radiant.
Too bad he's got 2 more attacks.
And that seems to just make him even angrier as he swings his next attack down on your head.
Here it is, boys.
Oh, that's 2!
oh yeah.
You are just ducking and weaving in amongst this dude and like just ducking to his legs as he just swings and slams the mace down into the inside of his other knee and just he opens his mouth and just roars in pain and anger and you feel the whole temple shake around you. Fucking, I'm gonna make him take even more damage from that for being pathetic. Minus and then minus another 8 from Radiant Halved. And you see him just have opened his legs up with his 2 gaping wounds that are now just pouring what looks like almost molten lava down across you, Idla, as it just splashes on your skin.
Oh shit.
And you take 1 point of fire damage as it's just starting to scald and burn you. But this whole temple is shaking and vibrating around you as you see some of the walls collapse. Phaedra, you see all of these. I just scrolled up and saw this statue.
Yeah. Is that Troy? Troy?
Maybe.
Because I was like, that can't be Bryce because he's like.
I didn't do a swallow ren. Somebody else did that. But
Okay.
that's interesting.
So you see this massive cavern open up in the ground just next to you, Phaedra. But the ground just seems to be falling down into pits underneath.
Well, there goes my escape route.
This obelisk has gone squish.
Oh, poor Passage. He's like dead.
That's the Davis turn. He did not appreciate that round. Passage
He's dead.
is squished it. Samash.
I think I'll go.
Got a 1 and a 2.
So.
Well, we know his weakness now, so I was gonna go help Phaedra. Phaedra.
Phaedra,
Now-
yep.
Yeah, I think I'll go for the legs instead.
Surround
We've
him.
inspired the team. We're doing it.
Brooke has inspired us, and I'll go for another attack.
Is this an advantage because he's?
Yeah, go at advantage. You guys got him pinned. You got him surrounded.
Yes. so I do that. 23. Thank
Hell yeah, that
Nice.
hits.
Yep. So yeah, I'll go for the leg that he fucking has exposed, and I hit deal 8 damage.
Halved for he's got resistance. So you see the axe slams home, and opens him up even more, just spraying more of this like molten lava blood down into the sand at your feet. And he's just looking around with just burning hatred and rage at you pathetic little mortals, just bashing on his swole might.
Does his
Phaedra.
lava blood turn to dust?
No,
Mm.
no dust. Seems to be just settling around his feet, slowly
not
puddling up.
desiccated.
Oh, hang on.
Not desiccated.
Just coconut.
Just coconut. Delicious coconut.
Yeah.
Are these guys wearing helmets?
They got funky little face masks.
Can I touch, like, get up, reach out, touch his face mask, and cast the light cantrip on him to try and blind him?
Yeah, why not? Because we're having fun with this. Give me a melee spell attack.
Or,
So charisma plus.
okay, so roll 20 plus charisma.
Yeah, so plus charisma plus proficiency. So roll a d20 plus 6.
I don't know how to add the. Oh, hang on, that's the advanced
Just roll a
thing.
d20 and we can manually add plus 6.
Found it. Figured it out.
This isn't how light usually works, but.
Oh,
it's an
yes!
so it's oh, yeah, with natural 20, definitely. So you reach out as his mask, and it just starts just glowing like a beacon of the heavens opened up. You know, you've just channeled your inner power, and it's just like the sun of Elysium just glowing down upon him, and he just starts just raking his eyes, and he's looking around, he can't see what he's doing.
Alright, and with that, can I... Oh, that's an action. I want to try and start dragging the kid. So this is...
So yeah, you've got her grappled now, and she's small. You can move freely
Alright,
with her.
cool. This is all going down? Like...
Yeah, so if you get to the edge of that, you look down, and it looks like there was some kind of undercroft or something. It just disappears down into the darkness underneath. It's a long way down.
Fuck, I was going to say, if I get here, can I jump across it?
You can certainly try. Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Alright, that, I can move... No, I can't move the kid again.
That's right, I've got the kid.
Alright,
She's essentially tucked under one of your arms.
yeah, and I'm going to try and jump across.
Yep. It will be slightly harder because you're carrying a kid, but roll it. So give me an athletics check.
Athletics. Do you want at disadvantage?
No, just straight roll. Oh, you know what? Yeah, why not?
Yes!
Okay, natural 20. Easy cleared it. So you just take off away from this cultist. Who's still going to make a swipe at you, but at
15.
disadvantage. Hacker! Ooh! He's, what's your armor class?
It's 18, so yeah, you got
18?
me.
Oh, yeah, so you feel the scimitar just slash across the back of your chainmail.
I'll give
And you
him
just
that.
take off and leap clean over the top of this chasm, easily clearing it. No, that doesn't hit you. It's 17. Misses.
Oh, disadvantage, sorry.
Yeah,
because,
disadvantage from your light.
Yeah, sorry, like, the dark thing's pretty shitty on your rolls. Okay, and I think I've got another, 5.
Yep.
Alright.
But yeah, you just this easy cleaner, and you just time seems to slow as you look down, and it's just this massive drop leading off into the darkness below, with the sand slowly drifting down into the crevasse that it's opened up.
I have no time to think of the consequences. Alright, and that's me done.
Idla, over to you again. You pain in the ass.
So I'm still holding on to. I'm still jammed into his hip. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
100%.
Using this momentum and seeing that I'm guessing I see out the corner of my eye Phaedra's escaping. I do the exact same thing she did, but to Diva. I'm gonna climb up and fucking put light in his eyes.
Yes!
Hell yeah, go for it.
So just a D20.
Yep.
I have no idea how this works. So
Uh,
how'd you do it?
Click on the dice, the little dice
Yeah.
thingy, advanced dice roller,
Yeah.
and then
Oh yeah.
it scrolls the 1d20 and then plus whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at what is it? His
Proficiency plus con? No, charisma I think it was.
Charisma, yeah.
Oh, do you just want Diva to make a DC saving throw? Because that's how it's meant to. How do you want it to work?
Oh yeah,
for
if
it?
the target.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dexterity. Yep, cool. That works.
You
So-
can, yeah, he can just do a DC saving throw. But yeah,
Yep.
essentially, I just want to climb up into his eyes, yell out to Phaedra, get the hell out of here, and blind him.
Ooh, nah. 22 save.
Yeah, no.
So
of
you're
course he was
trying
gonna
to.
say-
You're all up in his face.
I'm
You're just trying to
sorry.
like latch onto his beautiful hair. And
Yeah.
you just casually like swat you back down onto the ground into the dust.
I was
Yeah,
going to say
yeah.
you should ride him now since you're up in these hairs.
Ride 'em, boys.
It is what it is. I had to try something. Alright. And if he's knocked me down,
But he's most certainly has his attention fixed on you.
okay,
He's
sweet,
you are pissing him off.
great. Does that knock me down on the ground, or am I just like?
A dexterity saving throw to see if you can stay on
Oh.
your feet.
Oh, okay. Is there any? Oh yeah, you just pull up the character sheet bit that
Yep.
way.
Receive. Sheet
Yep.
save.
Same. Just a normal, or
Yep, just normal. Yep, you're on your ass.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm just taking all the good. Merc rolled the first 20 though.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as your head just whacks into a rock buried in the sand underneath you, and you're prone on the ground. Seeing this cultist is going to step over and try to jam his scimitar into you on the ground.
it's all over for me, boys.
I got
I don't even get an epic death by Diva. I get a fucking cultist death.
No, if he's
No,
moving,
no.
he's next to me. Don't I get attack of opportunity?
No, because he's still within your space.
Oh, that's okay.
I think you survived that. No.
Is that an advantage too?
You do have.
It's 9.
Oh no, you can't use your protection fighting style. But yeah, so he.
Thanks for giving me that with no shield. Thanks.
You should have a shield. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. This is a one-shot character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somehow like the earth is just shaking as this diva is thrashing around. He tries to take his scimitar and jam it down into your body, Idala, but you manage to like just barely like wriggle aside as the scimitar stabs down to the sand underneath you.
Liking it, I'm gonna be sad when he dies.
The rest of the cultists. This cultist here is going
If
to
he
try to
dies-
take off and chase after you, Phaedra.
So he's not blind anymore.
Oh, he is.
Oh
But he's-
shit! So he falls in.
As he just, I'm not even going to roll it. He just takes off after you, and you hear just as he just disappears down the crevasse into the darkness below.
Well, that's one taken care of.
Let me just do this quickly because I can.
Hey, well done. No blood sacrifice. Just how you want
Yeah,
it.
I know. I was going to say, whew, that worked out nicely.
As you swear you hear a distant squelch as he
Oh.
bounces off of a few rocks.
That's Becky. He'll be back.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, as he heard your footprints go, and then he didn't realise that there was
Yep.
no path for him to run through. So that's the cultist problem solved, other than this guy down here. Zabina, are you alive still? Yes.
Yeah, I'm alive. Right, am I alive still? I am going to take a swing at. I might finish off that cultist. I'll take a swing at him.
Yeah,
Kill as
hell yeah,
many
why
as
not?
we can.
Take him with you.
14, 9 points of damage.
Yep, that'll do it. As he's just still scrabbling around in the dust, trying to like shank Idala, you just take a step in behind him and just bury the axe clean through his spine.
Nice. Did that kill him, or was that like?
Oh,
yeah.
he's most certainly dead. Yep. But you see, as his blood just sprays into the sand, the diva.
Does that just heal him up?
Thank you, my worshippers. Thank you for the sacrifices. And you see him seem to grow another 2 feet up into the air and get even more swole.
Oh no.
Um,
He keeps skipping leg day though.
he keeps skipping leg day. Any more movement, Zabina?
Nah, I'll just stay there.
No worries. So he's going to take a swing at Idala on the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, that was nice knowing you, Brooker.
I salute as actually the mace come.
Your sacrifice was worth it. I think.
Yeah, I'm saluting.
And you just see this mace coming down on top of you. And are you saluting with the one finger salute or saluting your friends?
I'm saluting my friends with a tear that will probably be turning to dust.
Just crushes as the tear just explodes into vapor.
Oh.
Yes.
He went out living, as he lived, a pain in the ass. Or a pain in the hip joint.
I'm very proud of you, Idler.
Next swing onto Zabina. A 27 to hit. Squelch goes Zabina. So, actually...
Of course, 27 hits.
And then you see him turn to you, Thamash. Just looming tall over you. Pasuch is dead. And Thamash, you're up.
Well, fuck. Well, may as well die with my mates.
Good work, Wesley.
Wesley, is your character not scared, or is he just that dumb?
Is this? No, he's not the drunk.
Oh, he's the drunk.
I don't know.
Zabina was the drunk.
Was.
Oh.
Keyword was.
Was.
Wait. So this guy's not the drunk?
I mean, he could be. He's your character.
Alright.
He's the secret drunk. He doesn't look like he's drunk, but he is just a complete alcoholic. Barely functions, but he functions. What you doing?
Alright. So that's 40. If you see my thing, that's 40 feet away, the statue, so I can get there with a dash.
Yep.
I want to lead the swole person away, so I'm going to dash over there.
Alright, attack of opportunity as you take off running.
Yep, I'm just going to leave it there until you...
Oh, yep. Swing and a miss.
Oh,
As he goes
yes!
to take this massive swing, and his arm gets caught up in the wall behind him, just crushing it down into powder.
Yep, so I make over here, and so to make sure that he attacks me and not Phaedra, I'm going to piss on this statue.
Hell
As he
yeah.
was.
That's your action? You whip your dick out and piss? For that.
Oh, that has most certainly pissed him off.
Alright.
Good one.
Oh,
Got him. Haha, pun intended. You see him,
that's
he's
fine.
definitely, his eyes are following you. Phaedra.
Alright. I'm going to, I guess, just keep dashing.
Done as you just take
Yeah.
off into the desert.
You got something.
Yeah, I'll just keep going this way, so hopefully I'm taking cover at the same time.
Yep. Everyone else is dead, so we're back to dead to the diva, who seeing
Hello.
Thamash just desecrating his shrine, just with a leap of his little spindly legs, who are still dripping just molten lava over the sand,
Keep ducking
slams
and
down
dodging.
into the ground next to you.
I'm flipping you off the whole time.
And just mace comes up, boom, see you're dead. He just starts just smash, smash, smash. And you just feel the ground with every hit. The entire ground around this temple is just shaking and vibrating. More and more of these obelisks are just coming down. Thamash, somehow you're still like holding onto a sliver of life as this just massive lump of wall just crushes into your skull with just a squelch as you feel your body just being ripped apart by this spiked mace just being shredded into you.
Oh, so I took 11 damage, so do I just write 1 now?
Well, you took, a lot of that damage, and then the second damage, and then also another,
Building falling on top of
Oh,
you.
radiant damage as
Yeah,
well.
you take like 40 to...
yep, and then
Never
another
mind.
17 from like half the building collapsing in on your head. But you
Yeah.
feel with this just absolute, just vicious rage of this celestial creature just constantly slamming. The entire ground is just vibrating around you. And Phaedra, you stumble as you run and lean against one of these brick walls of this ruin that you're kind of sheltering in for a moment, as the ground is just rumbling and getting louder and louder with this constant strike.
The fury that we've put into him.
As the musk dies in a...
Zero fear or fury.
But Phaedra, as you just turn to look back into the temple, as you hear these just cries of rage building telepathically in your mind, you turn back and you see the building that you're sheltering in, the wall just teeter and topple down towards you as it just crushes down, pinning you onto the ground as you just take this massive lump of rock to the side of the head, thump, as you just fade into blackness.
Is the kid safe?
Give me a perception check as you
As I'm
you
like fading
black
out.
as
Yeah.
you black out.
You just led the kid into the desert when she's already dehydrated.
There was nowhere else to really run.
With your last second, as you see this wall coming down on top of you, manage to just throw this kid out away from the rubble, and you see her just tumble into the sand next to the rubble as everything goes black.
Yeah.
Phaedra's origin story is that she was a coward and left everyone to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tut, tut, tut. I'm only joking.
I saved a kid.
But
Sacrificed how many of us?
sometimes sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah, don't go for the cultist. Attack Diva. Yeah, sure, I'll attack Diva. Ah!
Anyway, so Phaedra, in the darkness of your own mind, you just constantly see these flashes of your squad mates' faces just drift up and then seem to.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Ice is frozen.
Yeah. What's happened?
The yell out from the background.
Alright, talk again?
I'm back again.
Yep. Okay, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know why I keep dropping.
I need camera. There we go.
Internet.
There we go. So yeah, Phaedra, in the darkness of your own mind, in your unconsciousness, you can just see the flashes of images of the face of your compatriots just being slowly, one by one, just hammered into the dust by this god entity. And you see them as they just drift away into dust, as you can barely make out what they used to look like. As you're trying to remember what you're meant to be doing here. And then after some amount of time, you don't know, it could have been minutes, it could have been hours or days, you don't know, in the darkness that you were stuck in. Suddenly you come to with just a surge of agony as some of the heavy stones above you are just lifted and thrown away. And you look up into the bright blue sky of the desert. And you can see a very tall, androgynous figure looking down over the top of you. Just very dark, golden tanned skin. They look to be about 7 or 8 feet tall where you're looking at them. You can see these just beautiful golden eyes with just slightly glinting in the bright light of the desert that is making your aching head feel even worse. And with a start, you realize that you have no idea at all where you are or how you got here or just what happened and why you're unconscious. But you look to your side and you can see next to this tall figure is a dwarven child who's sitting there just now drinking from a water skin and just sobbing to herself. But this tall figure leans down, looking closely into your eyes. Intriguing. I can only just see you. What brings you to my desert, little one?
As I reach up as well because I got a headache, so it's just like, oh.
And just reaching up to the side of your head is just sheets of blood have just been running down from the massive gash into the side of your skull.
I don't know. I can't.
know. Interesting. But it looks to me that you protected this child. You wish to help. You wish to protect the innocent. Is that correct?
I can't remember. I'll look over to the kid. I'll be like, blank. Don't recognize.
And she just seems to be just curled up around this water skin, just sipping away and just sobbing and curled. But she looks up at you with this kind of look of hope and almost adoration in her eyes.
Yeah.
But the figure looks down and places one hand on your cheek, and you feel the blood start to slow, the pulse start to slow as you start to calm down in this very, very soothing presence. You feel some of the wounds on you start to cover over and the bleeding stop. They take their other hand, these huge hands just wrapped around the side of your head, and they look at you deeply in the eye. Go, relinquish your past and join me in your future. Take my light and let me guide you. And they take one hand, and just appearing out of nothingness, you see this small candle, looking like it's cast of solid gold, and they hold it out to you. Just take my light. Follow me and let me guide you. Join us. And holds this candle in front of you. What do you do?
I'm gonna just quickly
Definitely don't blow
like,
the candle out.
look around, try and see if I can remember anything at all, and not seeing.
Give me an insight check with disadvantage.
Insight.
So looking out at the desert and your bloody and beaten body and this small dwarven child, you get vague hints that you came here maybe of your own accord, but you remember
Sacrifice
running
a bunch of people.
with this child, and you remember you can feel a loss somewhere deep inside of you, but you're not sure what you have lost.
Yeah.
And that's about
Forgotten
it.
about us
And
already.
I'm gonna slowly just reach up and take an offering, because
As
it
you
sounds like
take
it's gonna help.
this candle just slowly burning, and it feels much heavier. It feels solid in your grasp. Feels like cast of solid gold. And you see the figure in front of you just kind of pulse with this just white golden energy. And they look to you and go, "Stay true to us, and you shall grow strong under my protection. But for now, sleep and rest." And this figure places a hand on your face, and you drift back into the blackness of the unconsciousness.
Good night.
And the months go by as you heal up and you settle down in the shifting desert city of Halem's Drift, just constantly moving in the caravans, sheltered behind. And not long after you're fully recovered, a few months later, you feel a shift deep within you, and the strange amulet that hangs around your neck that you don't remember where you got, it seems to grow cold suddenly, and you feel just an emptiness sink into you. And over the next couple of days in the pub, in the bar, you hear some rumors going around that the Celestial Gate has been closed, and that the war has been won and the gods have been vanquished. But all you feel is just a surge of emptiness. And that's where your intro session will end.
Okay. Yay, nay?
Yay, maybe.
Level 2.
And you can level up. You can take your level as Warlock.
Yes. Thank you
shift around.
for your sacrifice party members.
See
Who
how
was
it is.
old mate? He got
Old,
fucking killed like just as he started. That's rough.
That's
Was that Luke? That was you, wasn't it, Luke?
No, I was the second to go down, but
Troy
it
was the
very,
first.
very quickly after.
Was I first? Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I'm here for the.
At least I managed to kill one dude and injure
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
only
and we'll-
cowards death running away.
So who are we doing next?
On to Luke.
Alright.
Vharik.
Hold up a second.
I need to go get lunch. I'll be back shortly.
Everyone just take 5-minute break while Sky preps some stuff. Also, I haven't prepped this mission as much as I wanted to. I ran out of time. So I'm just going to be
If
winging a
only
whole
you'd
bunch of this.
started 3 days ago.
Yes, if only people had to join 3 days ago.
Had nothing to do with prepping this mission.
No, nothing to do with prepping this
Excuses.
mission. That is entirely an excuse.
I'll be back.
Right, Roger.
I think that's yeah. Nope.
Luke, can you control Vharik?
Switching to
Yep, beautiful. Cool.
done. And
Make sure.
alright. Sweet. Discord has been changed over to Vharik. Pee break.
Tea break.
Did you want a drink?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, cool.
Westy,
What's Westy doing?
what do you think he's
Nah, I'm
doing?
good.
Nothing.
What is Westy? Is Westy drawing pictures again?
No.
Westy's the penis bandit.
Yeah, he is the penis bandit.
Nice cock, bro.
Which is funny because
That's
he's got
cool.
a little fella.
Hey.
Actually, no, I'll allow you to re-roll in this campaign. Because I am
Oh, wait,
kind
no.
of benevolent GM.
No, I forgot about that. No, he's got a short dick.
You're embracing it?
Can't re-roll.
Why don't you just like wild shape your penis and leave it at that? Get off.
Just wild shape into a big old donkey dick. I don't think you can do partial wild shaping.
If you concentrate hard enough, surely you could. Just sit there and go, don't transform more, don't transform more.
Right, just wait for this guy to get back.
So who's one? So we doing today?
We'll bang out Luke's as well.
And Luke's.
They're the only two I had a chance to prep. Luke's one should be fairly quick. We'll see. And then I can give everyone else a hand, just make sure all the characters are good and the tokens work correctly. Just waiting for this guy. Almost back. Is everyone else back? Is Troy back? Yeah, you will do in a second.
Is
go back.
Freya or Moose around?
Moose is looking absolutely adorable. He's half fallen off the lounge because he's fallen asleep.
Frey's on the other lounge, I think.
And Freya's on the other lounge. Hello, Freya. Hi, Missy. Hi, can you hear Westy? Would you like to bite him? Yeah. Waddy came around last night to give pats and have dinner.
Yep.
She got lots of pats.
Is Waddy still discharging?
Who knows? Anyway, is Troy, you back? Not yet. Nah, screw it. We can crack on without him. It's fine. He'll catch up. Right. So, Vharik. I'm just going to read you a little backstory thing to everybody because it kind of sets the scene nicely. So, in a tribe where children born with red hair are considered to be born without souls, just like a certain Bryce, Vharik's youth was difficult to say the least. So he was shunned by the other children. His only companion, the goblin slaves, fights and the ridicule were daily routine. This allowed Vharik to, harden his spirit, harden his fists, and quickened his temper. So as a young adult, he grew to an immense size. Being the hardened individual that he was constantly just taking whatever food that he wanted. And he was quickly put into employ as muscle for hire, where he found his rage served him well. It was here that Vharik hatched his cunning plan. Seeing he was born without a soul, with his blade he would send as many souls to the gods as possible until they took notice of him. Notice me, senpai, as they say. And then he could request a soul of his own. So he took to battlefields and adventures, constantly sending as many souls to their deaths, sending them to the gods as he could. Alas, the gods never granted Vharik an audience. And now that the Deicide war is over, the gods either killed or fled in fear. Vharik's life is now without purpose. So he spends his days drinking and gambling and whoring around, trying to come up with new ideas on how to win his soul. That's how Vharik has ended up in the Leysana forest, drifting along in his constant search for something to occupy himself and his weapons and his fists. He's ended up in the Manticore's Tail, the tavern, and he's rocked in through the front of the tavern door, smashed it aside. He's looked around into quite a packed tap room, common room. There's all sorts of creatures. There's elves, halflings, dwarves, humans, all sorts just gathered around tables, drinking and gambling. Some boisterous individuals knocking around at the bar. So, Luke, Vharik, what would you like to do?
Is this the bar here?
Yep, that's the bar there. You can see a hefty dwarven fellow with an axe slung on his hip, working behind the bar, pouring some beers for these two burly-looking gentlemen. and another big human are along the other side.
Stumble my way over to the bar. What's this fella here?
So that fellow there he looks like a bit of an adventurous sort. He's a big burly human with a big sledgehammer, essentially slung over one shoulder. He's sitting there just tapping his fingers on the table, seems to be waiting for a beer. He turns over and just kind of looks you up and down, just a take, and just kind of turns aside and just kind of turns his back on you.
I'm just going to push straight in front of him and demand service.
As you just kind of muscle him aside, he turns, he goes, "What do you want, little man?" and just pushes you back.
Instant rage, straight with a punch in the face.
Hell yeah, roll an unarmed attack.
Yeah, give me a big character up. Where's unarmed attack?
Just roll a d20. Yeah, there's no unarmed attack because it'll be oh. That'll work. So you just cock your fist back and first shot kind of goes wide and he ducks underneath. Second shot, just belts up into his gut and he just kind of keels over onto the bar. And you see just like a little bit of some drool splatter out of his mouth onto the bar top. And then you just hear him chuckling. And slams his hand out. First shout's on me, big fella. And just reaches over and slides his compatriot's beer over to you. Essentially, yeah, Vharik, big barbarian type, who's just constant source of just anger and pissed off, has just walked in and snotted the first guy he's seen, but who's ended up laughing and slides over a beer. He goes, oh, that was a hell of a hit there. You know what? I reckon you've come to the right place, big fella. What's your name? My name's Borisovic.
Gonna grunt at him, Vharik.
Vharik, eh? Nice to meet you, mate. And he lifts up his tankard to cheers, clink it against yours, and just sculls it down before even waiting for you. Wipes his mouth off and he goes, Vharik, you say? You look like you enjoy a fight. Might have a little proposition for you. You want to earn some cash, some gold?
He's gonna just sipping on my beer, but just like staring blankly in the face, just drinking my beer.
I'll take that as a yes.
It's
And
like,
we've got a little bit of a fun times happening downstairs. Couple of wages, Everyone's having a little bit of fun, making the most of it, sharpening their edges. Were you interested in a bit of a biff? Might put a few bucks on you and might get some money myself out of it. Let's say you head downstairs, finish your beer, and let's go.
I'll start to smile, just a little sly smile as I drink my beer. And like boy does this.
I thought so. Follow me. He leads you out this way. We just open some doors up.
Rape happens.
This is how rape happens. Yeah. I'll take the party with us so we can all see. Yeah, so he essentially leads you out through the door and down into this cellar room. Yeah. Just here.
Yeah, very rapey.
Very rapey. But as he opens up this cellar, you see a bunch of light spill out from candles and lanterns, illuminating the underground down there. Just see if I can grab y'all. And you're led downstairs into a what looks like a storage room, but there's a whole bunch of just all sorts of different individuals. It's in there, you can see there's an Aarakocra down in the corner with a spear, and he's sitting there just running a whetstone across it. You can see a pompous gentleman in full plate armor and beautiful regalia with a fine sword on his hip, and he's sitting at the head of the table just sipping away at a glass of wine. Looking over at the edge, you can see up on top of the table, just picking at his toenails with his teeth, just like half a foot in his mouth. You can see a little goblin. You can see a few other bits and pieces around the place. So, who would like to be which character? So we've got what looks like a kind of a plains barbarian out here, a human. You got. So who would like to play as a barbarian? Or this guy? Done.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Just so you know, I can't see the map at the moment. If it's,
Oh, you got to scroll
Yeah.
all the way down. It's
Scroll
long.
out. Here you go.
That makes sense. That helps a lot. All right, thank you.
And I'll drag down. Screw it. Actually, I'm just going to randomly allocate everyone to it.
Yep.
These
Yeah.
characters.
That's
Do it.
fine.
You get who you get.
Yep.
So.
No
let's
more
go.
adopting goblins.
You get what you
I
get, and you don't get upset.
No more adopting
We're
orphans.
goblins.
What has happened in the previous?
Our last game with a certain goblin that got adopted by
Luke as
party.
well.
was absolutely fantastic.
I hope he was like a thief or something, a rogue.
He was a king amongst goblins.
His name was Demi Lavatos. Definitely not named after Demi Lovato.
What's with this group and goblins?
And he was goddamn adorable. That's what he was. What are we up to? Squick.
Alright, what can I do?
What is clack?
Is a bird.
An Aarakocra.
I want to be Clark.
Too late.
Too late. I am black.
Who doesn't have a character yet?
Myself.
Oh, I got squid.
Where are you? Vultha. There we go.
Vultha and Gunther sound similar.
Right, there you go. You should be able to open up your characters and have a look at what they can do.
Just quickly on the D20 thing,
I'm Brute Oz.
open the chat box thing.
You may need to exit out and jump back in again to the game. Sometimes it does screw up.
Refresh the page.
Am I an advertisement for a cologne or deodorant? Something in Australia.
Absolutely.
Which one? Who did Troy get?
Who did you get, Troy?
Brute Oz.
Brutos. So yeah, Vharik, you follow this gentleman down here with a sledgehammer, and you walk in and see all these individuals around. And he walks up and he places 5 gold down on the table. He goes, "Hey everyone, we got a new challenger here. 5 gold on the newcomer, Vharik. Who wants him first?" And steps himself aside. Should be able to delete the party. I'll get. Screw it. Everyone, roll initiative. Just to see who's going first.
Where's there?
Wait, so everyone wants to have a go in this area, right? Everyone's
Yep.
ready to have a fucking crack? Alright.
Everyone's ready to have a crack.
How do I
Let's go.
roll?
So
I
everyone
found
select
it.
your token.
You're not going to
Hold-
explain
hold
the rules
shift.
of Fight Club?
Oh god. Doesn't get any better
Give
for
it, give
my
it time.
initiative
We'll just
roll.
see who's going to go first. So everyone roll initiative.
Wait, I don't know how to do it on this one.
We're
where are we?
monsters.
So
Looks
because
Character-
these are NPCs, you'll see just next to between
same.
actions and armor class, there's a little init button.
Yeah, it's to the
So
right of the
hit
armor
that
class.
bad boy. Let's make sure you select your
Character
token first. Oh, son of a bitch! I haven't cleared out these ones. So
Yep.
Delete, 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 delete. Draug.
All these peasants around me. None of you have the title
all.
there in your name.
Yeah, yeah. Peasants!
I feel so.
So Reginald's there. Draug is there. Is that Draug? Yep,
Yep.
that's Draug. Who we've got Clack.
Did mine go through?
No, that's okay though. Yours is Brutus. I can do this.
I was going to say, because there's a message, I'm not sure if it's for me or if it's for the mash.
No, that's fine. 13. Enter. Come on, 13
No, that
is
was
me.
intelligence, because I accidentally did that. My initiative's
Oh,
further
okay.
down.
You got 20. Cool. And we've got Squick. What does Squick get?
Didn't get it.
16.
Okay.
Are we just waiting for Murky to get back in?
Well, yeah,
Oh, Murky's there. He's got the nobleman. Who are we missing? Who's missing here? Do you have Gunther?
No, we don't
That's
have.
probably meant to be Tomo.
No, I've set Gunther for. Oh, Vharik. No, you've already got your own character. So we got Sky. You got your character.
Yeah, I was the barbarian, Draug.
Brooker, you got your character.
Yep, clack. I'm going last.
Murky, who are you?
He's
Sir
Sir.
Reginald.
Sorry.
He's the Sir.
Oh, sir. Westy, do you have someone?
He's Squick.
And Troy, you got someone.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Brute Oz.
He could just be
That's
sitting in the
fantastic
corner
smell.
gauging. He looks like a
Brutus.
rogue.
Didn't even notice.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 people. Is that how many we got in the chat right now?
Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, because I had another one prepped for Jacob. So Gunther,
Gauge.
he wanders up outstairs and he seems to be keeping watch outside, so no one interferes with Fight Club. He's here and
He's definitely not answering any questions about Fight Club.
he's definitely not answering any questions about Fight Club. Descending. And Vharik, roll away. Not that it really matters, just so I can put you onto.
He's already rolled, didn't he?
Is he?
Roll the foot.
I might have just deleted you, but that's alright.
Roll better anyway.
That's right. So you see Brutus step his way forward into the middle of the room, on one side of the table with Vharik. Your guide directs you onto the other side. Goes, all right, boys. Here's the rules of Fight Club.
Wrestle.
Newcomers, they always take the first hit. They always get to make the first hit. You know the rules, Brutus. I know you don't like him a lot of the time. The rules are rules. Remember you snotted that dwarf the other day, knocked his teeth out in the first punch. Now it's Big Varric's turn here to take the first strike. So,
Righto.
don't worry. If you go down and die, it's your own goddamn fault. Be better. If you go unconscious, then I'll do my best to patch you up, but I can't guarantee anything. Other than that, anything goes. Any questions?
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Jesus.
Puts his hand in. Right! And he leaps back out of the way. Varric,
What?
drop first. Brutus, you do not have 109 hit points.
Is
You
it?
said anything goes.
So it's the first person down, knocked out. Was that the rules?
Yep, so it's 1v1. And then everyone's just going to take turns trying to beat down Vharik.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So, Vharik, your turn first.
Is that
No,
right?
took too long. My turn.
No, it's
I
up
roll.
there. Did you click on your weapon? Oh no.
I don't have an unarmed strike, so I just
No,
roll
no, no,
D20.
no. It's you see Brutus has stepped forward. Troy, what weapon does Brutus have?
He's got a scimitar and a light crossbow.
Yeah, so you see
Oh, so we're
Brutus
using
steps
weapons.
forward and shwing, brings out this scimitar
Jesus
and
Christ.
starts glaring at you in bloodlust.
So it is
And
Fight
maybe I
Club.
wanted to light crossbow him from a short range.
First of all, rage.
Yep, good.
Cool.
Well, Brutus didn't last very long.
That seems a bit unfair.
And just Vharik, you just reach back with this axe as Brutus pulls out this scimitar, just bury this axe into the back of Brutus's shoulder, and he just goes down, crunches into the table in front. You see your guy just sprint forward and empty a potion into Brutus's mouth and drag his unconscious body back off. And Brutus, you are stabilized but unconscious. Well then. That's a good way to do that.
Well, that was the opening.
Squick then charges forward.
Oh,
Can I immediately attack?
Yep,
Because
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very
Straight into it.
goblin thing to do.
It is a very goblin thing to do.
I love goblins.
Whack! Oh shit.
You used the wrong character.
No,
It's
that's
just
fine.
It's just the mash on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
it's still a
that's
goblin,
just his
yeah.
name because it's the player.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so Squick just like launches himself off the table that he's sitting there like chewing on his own foot, pulling out this scimitar mid-air, and just goes to take a strike at you, Vharik, and you just kind of just with your the
Oh, there you go.
half of your axe just slam it into his throat as he's like, and just crunches down onto the table, like rearing back again, ready to go. Vharik, your turn.
Sorry, I was just gonna say you can change your character name
Yep.
with the as so Yeah.
If you want to.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
see.
I doubt Squick is going to last that long.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Squick did not last long.
And Squick just gets sent flying backwards, slamming into the table back where he was.
So,
As, the guy runs back along, and he just like throws some water into Squick's face. He's going to do a medicine check. Oh god, he fails his medicine check.
Squick died.
Squick, roll a death saving throw.
Oh shit. Just a normal D20.
yeah.
Yep, straight D20 roll.
I do feel a little bit of sadness. I've just injured the
No.
goblin.
Oh god. As he Squick is just like starts convulsing, and for Vharik, he's just like, oh shit, up. Pours a potion down into Squick's mouth, and you take 1 point of healing and come back conscious at 1 hit point. Use some of the slightly better stuff. But you're awake. He's just like, oh shit, we're not going to kill another goblin. Oh god damn it. Who's next? We've got Brutus. We've got Squick. Sir Reginald. What would you like to do, Sir Reginald?
Your turn order's not moving.
So I can walk over to him and start combat, right?
Yep, absolutely. Your turn.
I'll get right up next to him, and being the nobleman that I am, I will give him a bow first, before
You give
I
him a bow.
slash at his face with my rapier, which I have to fucking find. How do I... Wait, how do I roll on this character sheet, or is it just use the die?
You should be able to just you should be able to
You
hit
click on the.
The
Click the word.
actions.
Oh, yeah.
the word rapier under actions, and that should roll its attack. Oh god damn it.
13.
So this one managed to hit, but it just like slashes into the thick hide that Vharik has, and you see just like this barest trickle of blood. Like it's just this looks like a paper cut has opened up on his chest. Your razor sharp rapier is just not penetrated through. You look up and then up as this hulking red-headed human, possibly with some giant in his blood somewhere, looks down at you. Vharik.
I love it. Vharik says nothing. It's just roll.
My AC is 15, so that misses, doesn't it?
No, that hits. A draw.
Damn
As you just see this slightest, barest trickle of blood, and then just Varrik's eyes just light up and go white. What do you do to Vharik?
Just as he goes to do the bow, like that bow, I just quickly like kick him in the face and stomp him with the axe.
Nice. Just send him just sprawling back onto the rocks here.
Before
old lady
he
comes rushing
no,
up.
before he gets dragged away, I am going to rush up and
Oh hell yeah!
two-hand. Do I get the advantage if he's still there before he's dragged? No, he's knocked out.
Get done. I'll give you advantage. because
Okay,
Varrik's still
I'll
tied
just
up.
roll again.
There we go. So you see this kind of wild woman with this like top knot just rush through as Sir Reginald is still falling backwards and just jams this spear into your shoulder for 4 points of damage, half to 2. Clack, get in there as well. You hear Vic.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. How high is the ceiling in this place?
It's fairly low. It's about 12 foot tall.
Oh, okay. Well, Clack ain't flying, so he's just gonna dive in with his javelin and have a crack with his javelin.
Hell yeah.
Clark has a crack.
Straight roll this one because Varrik's now expecting it coming.
But in saying that, since we've got 2 people fighting, I have pack tactics.
Yeah, you do.
Did that not come up?
No.
Nah, roll again.
Oh, that was weird. This one I did that properly.
I think I watched that come up.
Oh, there we go. It came up.
Just hits. Yeah, so you take this one spear from Draug into your shoulder, and as Vharik like reels back, the javelin wielding Aarakocra just launches up with a flap of wind, his wings over the top of Draug, just jams his javelin into the side of your stomach for 2 points of piercing damage, which is 5 half to 2. Yeah. Vharik, your turn.
Turning around to the flying chicken, I am going to...
Oh! Not Clack. Anyone but Clack. Aha!
Yes.
Oh, he's still up.
He's up. Yes, Cla-
As Vharik, you just like lay into the side of this flying chicken, and just expecting him to just crumple like the last ones, but he manages to like got this huge axe wound just ripped into his side as half his intestines are starting to like spill out. One hand just managed to hold it in, and with a
Picturing
scrack,
like a
he stands
a
back
puff
up.
of feathers as well. Like you just hit
Yeah,
a pillar.
puff of feathers go out.
Um,
Draug, over to your turn.
I'm gonna jump on the table so that my buddy here can get advantage as well, and
Just kicking plates aside.
yeah, and just go
Half
on.
the chicken goes flying.
This turned very dirty. This one.
this is what. Oh, crud.
Oh, nice. And as you try to take another slice in with the spear, you realize you've kind of miscalculated how tall the ceiling is, and the back of the spear is like butted against the roof.
Ah, fuck.
And you just planted the spear point down to the table just next to Varric's arm. Clack, your turn.
Did I get hit last time? I didn't, did I?
You got hit. Yeah.
Oh,
six.
okay. Sorry.
Wait, what's your armor class?
It's actually
no,
12.
it missed. Oh, it did miss. Sorry, yeah, I was thinking it was 10. Yeah, so it missed.
No, you're right. You're right. I was
It was
just
just a
making
puff
sure
of feathers.
I didn't rip that.
You just lost a whole bunch of feathers.
I can't talk at the moment. No, I was just making sure I didn't fucking. Since he had a crack with his javelin this time he's putting the javelin down and he's going to swipe with his talons.
Ooh, I like it. All right, give me 2 attacks. You got 2
Oh.
claws. 11 misses. 14
Just
14?
hits?
misses as well. So yeah, you
Oh.
see Clack drop his javelin and just a razor sharp claws just flick out, and he reaches forward and slashes across one across your face, Vharik, and one across your stomach. And just, they hit, but they just don't penetrate through your thick hide. Once more, you just see these like bearish trickles of blood just run down over your eyes.
I think you see the fear in Clack's eyes now.
Oh, actually, you had advantage. Sorry, so roll.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
roll another 2
Oh.
straight attacks.
Because I'm
my bad.
Roll one
upset.
more attack at advantage. Sorry. Yeah, one more attack advantage. So I'll take that as the first hit. So there's 1 at advantage. What do we got?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that'll penetrate. So you take
1 point.
3 halved to 1.
What?
1 point of slashing damage as this claw just rakes across your face, just cutting through, giving you a really cool looking scar slice through your eyebrow. And Vharik, over to your turn.
I've now got an extra taste for chicken, so towards the chicken.
Oh.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I think that hits for some reason.
Oh boy, that hits. As you just sent flying into sacks of grain. Flying behind,
that
just
is
slamming into the wall.
Definitely.
You see
Clack is fucked
Borisovic
up.
down here after he's finished. You swear that as you were flying through the air, Clack, losing consciousness, you saw Borisovic kind of taking his hands out of the pockets of Sir Reginald. He's been asleep.
Oh,
And
Ooh.
Sir Reginald has been
Ooh.
stabilized though, and he rushes over to you. Let's see if he can make his medicine check.
oh, no.
Nope.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
no, poor Clack. Yeah, but Clack. He can't
Drow,
even
you're
warn
up.
Vharik, no.
Sir Reginald is stabilized and back to consciousness though. Brutus is still sleepings.
Doing that, so like, okay, the spear is stuck in the table. I'm gonna pull it out and like try and swipe him with the butt of it instead. So,
Roger. So he spins it around, just slams him over the side of the head.
17.
That'll hit. So we'll go as butt of the spear. So we'll
Yep.
go 6 bludgeoning damage to Vharik as he just gets snotted over the side of the head. Just you see stars for a second as this heavy haft crushes into one of your ears. You just
I'm
feel
all
this
pumped up
throbbing
now.
pain on the side of your head.
How good is
That's
Rage?
it. Is that 6 half to 3?
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, 7.5 to 3 damage.
So he
Yeah.
gets. Oh yeah, because of all good.
Rage is so
Clack, give me a death save.
Straight nat 20.
Just roll 20 d20.
Hopefully that was right.
20 d20s.
20 d20s. Oh, lovely. He's still alive. Let's see if this guy can make his medicine check this time, because he's... Alright, you are stabilized at 0 hit points. But you're not
Oh
dying.
yeah, my bad. I put it at 0. I put it at 1.
Yep, no, you're stabilized. You are at 0 hit points. You're just
Oh,
stable.
okay.
You're still having to sleep.
Yeah, hey, please.
Give you something to show you're asleep. That'll work, like Troy has. Vharik, over to you.
So So instead of hitting Drog with my axe, I want to try and grab it by the back of the head and just slam a head first through the table.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. So make a opposed athletics check. So you roll athletics. I think you may roll it at advantage for your rage.
And I just roll strength.
And you just roll strength. I think you get...
I believe you're allowed to choose.
Yeah. Yeah, you can technically choose, but she's a
choose.
tribal.
Yeah.
She's a tribal warrior, so
Yeah.
strength is what she wants.
Yeah. Oh, well, she got
Leave.
fucked up anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Drow just picks her up and just slams her down into the table. I'll just roll a d6 for damage on that one. 5 points of damage. Usually I don't allow damage, but this is intro session, so we go a little bit lighter on the rules. So 5 points of damage to you, Draug, as you just slam face first down into the table, and you are currently grappled.
I am? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna like, and
How's it go?
She's getting excited. She's into this.
I'm gonna do a very chick thing and just see his arm and just chomp straight into it.
Oh, you're gonna take a bite?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. Yep, straight roll. So just roll a d20 and add strength.
Strength, okay. What's my strength is a +1.
I'm going to give you advantage because he's like grabbing you, he's latching you up. So yeah, roll a 2d20s and take the highest.
Okay, 1d20.
And just try
roll.
to just sink your teeth into his flesh.
And
Draug's hungry.
Roll, there you go. Nah.
No, so you managed to like get a mouthful of arm, but he managed to twist it around last second, and you just feel these fangs from Draug like rip into your flesh but not penetrate. Vharik, you're up.
With my like grappling the back of her hair, I'm just gonna just bang her head repeatedly into the table.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Give me a strength check at advantage because you're raging.
So, oh yeah.
Actually, we are raging, so that is the raging symbol. Just strength check, not strength save, but
Oh,
that's
strength
close
save.
enough because that'll work. Let's give me another d6 for bludgeoning damage. So Draug, you take another 3 points of bludgeoning damage as your head is just being slammed repeatedly into the table, and you hear the few conscious people in the room just like, yeah! Oh, get her, get her! Just like getting after it, just having a fantastic time just watching this.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get the
Draug,
image
you're up.
of how he's got me. He's got me in the hair, my head's on the
Yeah,
table.
got
I'm
you by
gonna-
the
By the
top knot.
ponytail.
I'm gonna
Just
try
there.
and, get one hand off to try and break the hold, and if I can, swing around and two-footed boot him in the chest.
Give me a
Try
strength.
to.
Yeah, give me a strength check to try to break free of his grip. Vharik,
Yeah.
give me a strength check as well. So, yeah, give me an
I just
athletics
rolled-
check.
Athletics
Ooh,
check,
19.
thank you.
He's strong, so you give me an athletics check at advantage.
I know I'm pulling my hair out
Oh,
at the
yes.
same time.
So, yeah.
Yes!
Manages to rip free of the grapple, which is usually an action, but we're going with it. So now give me give me an attack, Draug.
That's just a D20, the same as I did then.
D20 plus strength, yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So just rips hair free. You swear half your hair
Yeah.
was ripped out into
I
Varik's
don't
hand.
care.
Just take a step back and just boost off the table, just double fist into his
double
chest.
footed.
Oh, the natural 19 again.
Ooh, dirty 20.
30-20.
So
Um,
damage, I don't know how much.
Let's go. It's an unarmored attack.
It's going to be two-footed.
I've been doing D6s. Let's go D6
It's
again.
a two-footed kick in the
I
chest.
see two-footed. Fuck it. Let's go D8.
Oh.
Big hit. 6 points of damage, half to 3.
Oh god, this is going
I
well.
love that in in Phaedra's prologue, we're like, say Phaedra and Vharik.
Murder everyone. So you take 6 half to 3 as your head is just snapped back as Draug just plants these 2 feet, one into your throat and one into your head. It just rips back. Vharik, your turn.
So as like the 2 feet connect with me, I'm gonna hits, but I'm gonna try and grab the feet and swing it around fucking every time.
Hell yeah.
I love
Right,
this.
give me another athletics check at advantage. Drow, give me a strength check to resist.
Strength check. Just rolling strength again.
Yep. To try to avoid the grapple.
Yeah, no.
Can't beat that. Done. Let's go another D6 as you're just like
Whipped
trying
around.
to pull your feet back, and Vharik just latches onto both your ankles and just swings you around his head like you're weighing nothing.
Yes, I love this. And I'm
And-
gone.
Boom! Just clean through the middle of the tail. The tail just shatters under the impact as you're just knocked into unconsciousness. He fails his medicine check again. He needs to get better at medicine. Give me a death save.
That's a 20. I just want to wake up and fist bump him.
Vharik, do you want to do anything while your grappling partner's unconscious? Do you want to try to help her?
Is there any like half-drunken tankards of ale or anything around?
Yep, there's, so you're looking around and you can see the table has been smashed through, but you can see there's one tankard which is propped up a little bit and still with a little bit of booze left on it. Everything else seems to be scattered as you shatter this table.
I'm going to take the tankard, wander over, sit next to my little goblin friend here, arm around him, and just sit with the tankard.
Poor
Oh
Squeak.
no!
Squick is just like, well, you tell me, Murky, you've got, oh no, who's got Squick?
Westy.
I got Squid.
What's Squick doing as this hulking behemoth just comes and plonks himself down next to you?
Well, I'm a goblin, so I will just cower, really.
I'm just going to give him a little pat on the head, like,
Yeah.
there, buddy.
Excellent. All right, let's try one more medicine check because he's out of healing potions. 7. Death save.
Oh, come on. That was a good fight out of that one.
That was a good fight. There we go.
Okay.
You're stabilized.
Seeing as though she's got
Wait, no, sorry, that's just a success. Sorry, not stabilized. Oh, there we go. Nat 20. You come back with 1 hit point. As he manages to wake you up.
And I'm
Watch this.
gonna just get up and go like shake it off. Whoa.
Before you get
Oh,
up,
no.
I'm just gonna walk over and like while you're half conscious, give you like a little kick, like are you okay? Like, but not
Yeah.
really give a shit food. Oi, you're
All right, that kick wakes me up then, and I'm just be like, well, and turn around, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that was so good, and like held out my fist for a fist bump. Not.
You see Borusovic, he walks to the end of the table where he plonked his coins down. He picks up the pile of coins, and he, as he walks past you, Draug, he's like, "One hell of a fight, here you go, there's a little bonus for you." Taking a good beating, he gives you 1 gold coin. Looks over to you, Vharik, like, "Rules of Fight Club, you get half, here you go." And he hands you 15 gold pieces.
16, half.
Yep.
No,
And he
that's
keeps-
is the half, is it? Oh.
turn and be like, half. I'm giving him a death stare.
Let me roll a straight d20s to see if he was intimidated. He's like, and he slides you another 10. Yes, half. Sorry, my mathematics skills aren't exactly all that too flash, but yes, of course, here's the other 10. That was half of it. But,
Nice.
fantastic fighting there, Vharik. That was a hell of a show. If you want, you can hang around and maybe fight for some more gold tomorrow night. We can actually put you up for free in one of the rooms upstairs. There's a nice, beautiful warm bath. We can send some ladies or some men's or some goblins if you're interested. Looks at your direction, Squick, and gives you a bit of a wink.
a slight little smile just comes across his face. He's like,
Whatever tickles your fancy. We'll send someone up to have a chat with you later on tonight if you like.
he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and be like, so that's room and drink?
Oh, of course, and we'll get you a fresh bath poured. If you hang around for it tomorrow night, maybe we can get some more of a crowd down here and get some more money going. I'm sure there's something in it for both of us.
A nod in approval. The
Well, you
goblins ran
can
away.
if you can't talk about
Squick
it.
legs it. But with that, he leads you back upstairs and he leads you into one of the private suites upstairs, which I'll try to drag you across into, and I'll drag the party up there so the party can see what they're doing as well.
Do I get those gold pieces?
Yep, absolutely. Add those gold
15?
pieces.
You said
Yep,
into the room.
25.
Woohoo!
Loaded. Everyone
Nice.
see that?
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, actually, he's going to put you up in the nice room.
That's right.
It leads you upstairs through the rest of the crowded common room, and then up through the flight of stairs into this just beautifully laid out room. There's some nice lanterns lit there. You can see a bathtub is already a couple of
Oh, sorry. You
He's gone.
dropped off again.
A couple of ums.
and I'm back.
Yep.
Dropping today. Might.
Oh. Yep, you're good.
I'm good.
You there?
Yeah, so it leads you up the stairs into this just beautifully fitted out room. Large double bed with cushy pillows. You can see a bath here is just being topped up with hot water by a couple of maids who are coming in with buckets, filling it up.
As soon as I see the bath, even though the other guy, everyone's in the room, I'm just going to start like disrobing.
They just strip off, and the rest of it's like, oh, yes, I'll leave you to it. I'll send up some folks later on as for you to relax. But I'll see you tomorrow morning. I dare say. I'll have a good breakfast ready to go for you. He wanders out of the room. You've also got a private ensuite and bathroom there.
No, he just wants the bath.
Straight to the bath. Vharik's a barbarian. He pees in the bath.
Excellent.
Nice.
Where'd that go? What am I doing? Give me a second. No, that's not working. There we go. So as you kind of settle down in Bath, the rest of the party jumps in the bed. As you settle down into the bath and kind of getting relaxing and just wiping away all the blood and sweat of your day's travels, you hear a knock on the door.
Ah. Not
The,
putting, like, not walking to the door. I answer it, still completely naked.
As you open up the door, expecting to see, not really sure what you're expecting to see, but probably wasn't this just like huge bearded individual that as soon as the door opens up, he just cocks his fist back and just slams it into your face.
I'm concerned. He still has rage on. Does that mean he's got a hard
No,
on?
he does not have rage.
He doesn't.
Okay, that's good. I was a bit worried there. So what was going on in that bathtub?
If you like, you can also have taken a short rest if you want in that amount of time.
Who?
You want to heal up a little bit. So you can take some hit dice. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can heal up 11 points of damage.
Nice.
But yeah, so as you get to the door, this hulking bearded dude with just a smug look on his face, you see his hand rear back, and last second you can see there's a dagger in one hand, and he just slams it in between your eyes, just knocking you back, reeling back a step as he charges in, starts to try to push into the door between you. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, who's this ugly thing?
He's an ugly bugger.
Yeah.
And I'll get you to quickly roll initiative.
Too slow.
Ooh.
That's your 20.
And you can see pushing behind, you can see these 4 other figures, all with weapons out. You can see one, as you look through, one looks like he's got a net, and another one has a bunch of rope like wrapped around his arm that he seems to be unspooling.
Oh, there you go.
Draug is gone. Why didn't that populate on initiative? Oh no, it did. It just took a
yeah.
while. Vharik, have you rolled? Initiative 14. Beautiful. Right, so the bandit captain is up. And he's going to try to grapple you. So give me a...
Can it be a disadvantage because I'm soapy?
You are naked, actually.
Oh, you
I'll
go.
allow it. You are naked, but you also don't have your axe on you. You left it next to the bath, so I'll allow it. Disadvantage. So you roll a athletics check. straight roll. And he'll roll at disadvantage because you're very soapy. Oh, lovely. That's lucky because he got a 21 on his first. You managed to just slip out of his grasp as he tries to just, as you're stumbling back, wrap you up in a big old bear hug. Over to your turn.
I attempt to slam his head into the wall here.
Ooh, okay. Give me an athletics check. Oh, give me, unarmed strike, which is pretty much your athletics.
Athletics.
Ooh, what have we got? 15. So he's going to use his parry ability. So as you go to just grab his hand and slam it into the wall, last second he just comes up and just knocks your arm free, and it just barely glances off. The next bandit, he's going to come charging into the room next to you. He's going to try to make a scimitar attack, but it's with like the butt end of the scimitar. Ooh, 13. That missed horrifically. Then the next two are going to try to like push through you to get into the room near you. Oh, actually, one's going to stay out here. One's going to try to push through your space. So give me an athletics check. So they try to push through your space. Ooh, 18. Yep. So you manage to push this second one back, and he doesn't manage to get into the room behind you. Back to Bandit Captain, who's going to make... He's going to try to belt you down again. He's going to go he's got 2 attacks. So first one, yep, that misses. Second one hits for 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he just smashes you in the side of the temple with the back end of his dagger. And it's your turn again.
Naked front kick to the bandit leader.
Fuck yeah, especially because it's naked, that's even better.
Like,
Right, go, an athletics check for simplicity again. Sounds like I'm going to have to give you an unarmed strike. Oh, yeah, that'll hit. Roll a, so it's your strength plus 1. So it's 1 plus your strength. Playing by the rules.
Strength, so just to click
plus
on
4.
strength.
So what's your strength modifier? Plus 4?
Plus 4, yeah.
So 5 points of damage onto this guy as he is just sent rocketing back, slamming his back into the wall behind him. And just that you can hear the air just burst out of his lungs. The bandits are going to... Anything else on your turn?
Are you out of rage, Vharik?
You can rage if you want.
Yeah. Can I? Oh,
Yeah, of course you can.
I don't know how many you can rage in the
Yeah,
day.
you should have 2 rages at level 1, don't you?
Yeah, 2 rage.
Yeah,
No,
you can rage.
Now I'm angry.
Now he's pissed off.
I am going to... So I've only got movement now, haven't I?
Yep, so you got some movement. So right now there's only one guy that is like within your combat sort of thing. So only this guy. The other 2 are still outside because they couldn't get in.
I'm going to stand my ground.
All right. In that case, one bandit here is going to try to muscle through your space again. So give me a strength check at advantage. I don't think he's getting through your spot. Yeah, check, not save, but close enough. Yeah. But yeah, he just gets sent flying back into the corridor again. This next one is going to try to throw a net over the top of you. I have a net on this one. No, this bandit captain. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. He's going to make his dexterity... Oh god, that's terrible. Jesus Christ, I'm rolling horrifically. So you see this net come flying through, and you just like kind of just grab it and just fling it over the back of you and just hear it splatter down into the toilet behind you. And the last bandit is going to move around behind you so he can get flanking. He's going to try to hammer you in the back of the skull with his scimitar. Just the, natural 20. So that is, what's that? 12 points of damage, half to 6.
And
You're
I'm
still up?
unconscious.
Right. Unconscious. And you just feel this just blinding white light burst in your vision as you just thud down onto the ground. And in your just barely conscious state, you just feel your arms and legs being tied behind your back. As you hear just the grumbling, just like, oh, fuck me, I think he broke some of my ribs with that one. Another one's like, wait, Derek, make sure you fish out that net from the toilet. We're going to need it again. You hear the other one go, "Fuck off, mate! I'm not going into there. It's disgusting. Look what he did. Oh God! Oh, what's wrong with that guy? He made a mess of that place. Oh, I think I'm gonna vomit. Oh God!" And you hear the other voice come through, like, "Oi, stop fucking around. Get him and let's get out of here before anyone comes up here and sees." You just feel your unconscious body. Oh, have I dropped?
No,
I'm still-
Tomo's back.
Nice to be.
As you feel your unconscious body being like hogtied and just dragged out in your barely conscious state.
Worrying about the state of my butthole because this has got some rapey vibes.
You are also completely naked.
Yep.
Let me just kill that.
Worried about it in the dungeon, worried about it upstairs.
Drag you back across. Yeah. I have... Oh no, they're not there still. Delete. Where's my party members?
Back on the bed.
Back on the bed. Sorry, 1 second. Let me grab the party, just so you can see.
Oh, that's right. It's doubled up.
So, some unknown time later, you slowly drift back into consciousness, Vharik. You just, at first you think you're hungover again, but then you realize that your arms and legs are bound behind your back. And you appear to be on the back of a wagon, surrounded by a whole bunch of figures. And you can hear birds chirping, and the sun is just starting to come up. And looking around, you can see you appear to be bound, gagged, and in a large cage bolted down to the back of this covered wagon. And you're no longer in the beautiful bedroom where you were just having a lovely bath. As the wagon rocks as one of the bandits hops down next to it, you look around bleary-eyed, trying to use your shoulder to rub some of the blood out of your eyes, and you can see your precious axe is laid out in front of you on the outside of the cage. You can see what looks like a bag of all your belongings are on this cage. On this wagon just outside of your cage. But you are currently bound, gagged, and tied up, and imprisoned in this cage, surrounded by all these fine folk as you're being wheeled through this forest path.
Did they dress me?
No, you're still butt naked. But that is where we shall end your one.
Nice.
So you're currently naked, tied up, in a cage, being wheeled down through the forest somewhere.
I thought it was
The sun
gonna,
is rising.
go full Skyrim there. You're gonna have someone sit next to you. And...
Finally awake.
Finally awake.
How's your butthole feel? Oh God, no!
And where are your pants?
Where are your pants?
Like a mixture of Skyrim / Shield Hero there.
But yes, that is where we shall end it. And they're the only two ones I got around to prepping. We'll bang out whatever else we need, and then we can get into the main campaign. Let me drag everyone.
With that saying, I'll close off the stream if we're all done.
Yep, all done.
Alright, viewers, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week, and we'll get on with the next lot of backstories. Ta-ta for
Yes.
now.